I think we are about ready to go live. We are live, my friends. Welcome to the live stream. Can you hear me?
For every single meal of my life.
So today is Thursday night.
It's amazing to me how many people write about their dogs changing for the better. This
Yeah,
farmer's
I'm trying to
dog
get
is
some
just our way to help people take care
things
of them.
organized here, guys. We have a very exciting night for you guys, believe it or not. Henry's in the house, but first, let me get some of my chores. I have an echo going on. Yeah, there we go. All right, got the echo fixed. So, very exciting night. It is Thursday. Thank you all for being here. As you come in, please give us a thumbs up and shout out. And remember, I've dropped the link to StreamYard there. You are more than welcome. We'd love for you to have you come up on the panel. We're gonna Lorelai will be here shortly, so never fear. She will be here shortly. She's somewhere in the other part of the house, leaving me to start this all by my lonesome, but that's okay. So anyway, I'm very excited. Tonight we are going to officially e-beg, right? We're going to e-beg tonight, or in terminology from the Philippines, we're going to be asking for a sponsor. So, and this is for a luxury beach home in Florida. So we would like to find a sponsor for a luxury beach home in Florida. Now, Lorelai and I aren't going to be real picky about the beach house. Simply put, we'd like it to be on the intercoastal water. We'd like for it to have a boat dock. We'd like for it to have a swimming pool, a fenced yard, and have some elbow rooms so our neighbors aren't real close. But we're not super picky on that. But that's what we're wanting a sponsor for. Now, let me just give you a big thank you for the future sponsors. So, all right, got that over with. Jack is in the house. He's backstage. Jack, how are you today?
Okay. Tired.
Yeah.
Didn't sleep last night.
No, no. You like my e-begging, my solicitation for a sponsor
Yep.
for a luxury beach home in Florida?
hmm
You know, we're not real picky about it, as you heard. So, and Henry's in the house tonight. Henry, good to have you. I hope it's warm down south where you're at. It has gotten warmer here, Jack. It broke into the upper 30s today here where we're at, which is like, compared to what it's been, unbelievably warm. I mean, we've had sub-zero weather where we're at, so we're very excited about that. So,
Okay.
so why have you not been sleeping, Jack?
Sleep schedule's been messed up. That
Yeah.
and watching YouTube videos and stuff like that. Last night, Retro called me, and my PC was ringing, and I go downstairs and call him back. The internet got slow when I went on his live stream, so I had to hop off.
Well, now what YouTube videos were you watching? Mine, of course. I know that. I know you watch every YouTube video that I put out there. So a big shout out for
Twice.
Jack.
I watched it twice.
Henry says, but hey, wait a minute. You know, there's sinkholes down in Florida to worry about. Yeah, we know. We know. But hopefully our luxury beach house wouldn't be on a sinkhole. So,
Get it all completed and it just collapses into the ground.
yeah. Yeah. We're more than happy to take a used beach house. We don't need a brand new one. Let's add our good friend. What's that, Jack?
Wake up in the middle of the night. Wake up in the middle of the night. You'll take a piss and it's like falling through the through the earth.
Let's add the Z-Man to the panel tonight.
Hey,
How are you?
good evening, everybody. Out from the cold weather down here in Texas, it's been up and down, up and down. So I can finally breathe. But doing okay. Last night's show was good. Today's show was pretty good. We have good conversation what I want to talk about in February. So we got some things going to be happening this year.
Henry says that it's not in Florida. No. Now, Craig's in the house. Our good friend Craig from Australia is in the house. Hello to you,
Craig.
Craig. Appreciate you being here. And guess who else is in the house? Old Fart Gaming says, we finally caught you live. Adventures of the Philippine American couple. That's us. That's us right here. Thank you. We appreciate you being here. Stop by for the support, and we appreciate that. Hopefully, you gave us a thumbs up and a shout out and all that good stuff, which we appreciate. He said he did, and he's number 9 on the like menu. So thank you for that, old fart. So, but anyway, yeah, I was telling Jack, it finally warmed up here in Arkansas, so we're really excited and happy about that myself. So, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you guys in Arkansas got it worse than we did. I mean, last year y'all had all those tornadoes, and now you have snow and ice. I mean, man, past couple months y'all had it rough.
And it's supposed to maybe snow again on Monday here, Jack. Did you know that? You don't really care about our weather here, do you, Jack?
Not really. Nope.
See, yeah, he's in Florida. You don't have to worry about the snow. I remember back in the day when I used to live in Florida, I think the closest it ever got to where we were, it's probably about 40 degrees. And I thought the world was going to end. It got so cold. I was like, what happened to the sun? It's so cold. And it hardly gets that cold in Florida like once every 4 or 5 years. But yeah, y'all had some cool stuff in there too. So what is the subject of this evening?
Well, I'll tell you. Old Fart Gaming says 12 is watching, so a couple people are slipping. So there's a couple of you out there who didn't give me a thumbs up, by golly. So he's encouraging everybody to give a thumbs up, and I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Well,
I need to set that up too.
See what hey, and Craig, if you got time and want to come up, man, we'd love to have you come up in the panel. Well, see, what we do on our channel is a lot of times we just kind of go off into a ditch. We find a ditch to drive off into, and that's where we go. So, but what we are going to do is we're going to play a little bit of a game, which I call the statement game. I'm going to give out a statement, and you have to give a 1 or a 2. A 1 if you agree with the statement, a 2 if you disagree, and then if you want, and if you're brave enough, you can also give us why you agree or disagree. And other than that, we just let the bus go where the bus is going to go. Now,
Sounds
I
like
will
a plan.
see, I talked to some of the cruising folks earlier today, and we are going to do on February the 1st at 6:30, the normal time for me, on a Thursday night, February the 1st. We're going to have a topic talking about traveling, cruising with disabilities, and some topics like that. So our focus will be partly that on Thursday night, February the 1st. Okay?
All right, we got a date. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I set a date up and put it in there, Z, so that we could start marketing
Yes,
that topic to other folks. Okay?
yes, absolutely.
Our good friend Henry down in Mississippi says, I just had sleet and rain here.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right, let's get this party started.
We are starting. And Lorelei will be joining us shortly. Jack, so besides not sleeping, how's everything else going in the Philippines?
Not bad, not bad. Still alive.
Now, are you doing a live stream after this one?
I wasn't doing last night with the Farland, but got ghosted. Then moved to 8 o'clock o'clock this morning, my internet's acting up, so I just deleted it.
Oh, okay. All right. Craig says traveling with no money is a disability.
That is a disability because you can't do anything. Yeah.
Yep.
Travel with no money. It is a major disability. Let me ask you a question, brother, man. Since you live in the Philippines, and my dad, we were in the Air Force back in the 70s, so we lived in an island called Okinawa, Japan. My question is to you, have you been to a super typhoon?
Oh yeah.
Not really, but it gets like a lot of wind and a lot of rain, but it doesn't damage any of the houses. I think one time just knocked the tree down.
Well, can you explain the difference between a hurricane and a typhoon? A lot of people don't know what the difference is.
I don't have the answer for that one.
Well, I can think I think a super typhoon is more powerful than a hurricane. I think the really warm weather in the Pacific is the one main cause of it. A super typhoon. Most of those super typhoons comes from the real southwest part of the Pacific. And yeah, it's one of those things you just say, man, the power of nature, man. You can't. Some people can't survive that, especially in the Philippine Islands. And a couple of years ago, they had a huge earthquake in Japan. So you are familiar with tsunamis, right? Tsunamis.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Those are the ones that are very unpredictable. You can't predict when that's going to happen. So especially in Japan, when they are, I hate to say that, but they are the kings of the earthquakes. Especially Tokyo, because they know how to build up their buildings to withstand that. So,
Craig Japek's in the house. Good to have you here. Thank you for being here. Traveling in a wheelchair is no fun. I can tell you that. Hello to everybody. You
yeah,
got that right. And we're going to talk more about that on February the 1st a lot. We're going to talk about that, Craig. And good to have you here, though. Thank you for the thumbs up. Now, I've experienced hurricanes and typhoons. And the difference, from a scientific standpoint, is the geographical location. Other than that, scientifically, there's really not much difference.
I probably had to totally disagree with you, bro, because a super typhoon, and that's what Craig is saying, a regular typhoon is like an American tropical storm. A super typhoon is more powerful than a Category 5. A super typhoon winds could get up to 200 miles per hour. And that would do major damage to the Philippine Islands, Taiwan, and Japan. Because, the islands are surrounded by water. And when that water rises, if it rains and it winds, oh, man, yeah.
We have actually survived a super typhoon.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been there, done there. We've been there, done that. So we know firsthand all about super typhoons.
Mm-hmm.
We learned the hard way.
Yes.
So, Craig is saying hello to Craig Jacob.
Yeah.
Craig is saying hello to everybody. And you guys all make friends with each other if you haven't done that. My good friend and my fishing buddy has a great fishing channel, by the way. If you guys don't know anything, go check him out. Great channel, great family channel. They have a lot of fun fishing. I do not know how he gets to go fishing so much. I'm envious of how much time he gets to spend on the water. Henry says, one turns one way and the other turns the other way. All right.
Oh, absolutely, because you're on the other side of the world.
Right.
Oh, and here we got Kuzvet in the house. How you been, bro? I hope you're feeling better. Kuzvet today is his birthday. Are we gonna sing the birthday song? I'll do the birthday dance.
Yeah, and
he's turning 50. He got to get that AARP card, bro. Did you sign up yet?
Our good friend Henry here was also in the military and spent some time in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
So anytime. I have much respect for your channel. Really do like your channel. So he's saying hello to everybody. Everybody say hello. We do have the cruise vet, who's saying hello. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, do so. Seems to be an okay egg, even though he's
Man,
old.
yeah, that guy, he is pretty awesome. He's been on so many. He's been on more cruises than I have, and he's one of those guys that are solo cruisers. And yeah, me and him have great discussions about cruising, and he's also a military vet. He is retired from the Navy, so he has been to the Asia too. So he knows all about the Philippines, Taiwan, and Japan. So yeah, he is a good guy. I always say I always support our men and women that fight for our country.
Mhm.
So I support that 100%. And so sorry.
Anything says, as long as I bring home dinner, my wife is okay with it. That's the way it is.
Yeah, that's a good man.
It is connected with Cruising Vet, which is great. We do that too. Things are quickly getting out of control. And our good friend Dennis has made it in. Craig Jacobs says, now I know a couple of years ago we got hit by minimum Hurricane Zeta here along the Mississippi Gulf Coast. And my poor wife lost her mind. She said that she'd never been through anything like that. Yeah.
No. We got to talk about this. When a hurricane's coming, it's like 24 or 48 hours. If you're in a low lying area, you need to get out. I'm just saying. You need to get out. When they said a hurricane is coming or a typhoon is coming, you got to get out of the low lying area because it's going to flood.
Dennis is in the house. My brother from Canada. How are you, my friend? It's good to see you. Thank you for being here, man. And we're going to work on those beaver tails, Dennis. I'm going to do some research whether I make them or I try to figure out how to order some. So you got Lorelei all excited about beaver tails.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and Lorelei will be in shortly, by the way. So Craig is saying hello to everybody. Dennis is saying hi to Craig. Has Kiko made it in the house? There he is.
Yeah.
Kiko's made it in the house. Good to see you, my friend. It is still cold down here.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
We're going to have a lot of fun tonight. I already did my e-bagging part, Kiko, so you missed me e-bagging. So I'm not going to repeat that. You have to go back and watch the e-bagging part. Craig is acknowledging Kiko. Kiko's our good friend, and very intelligent young man. And he married way above his pay station.
That might be a good thing. Speaking of being married or have a girlfriend, especially if you want to go on a cruise, I pay double because I'm a solo cruiser. It's a pain in the neck. But you guys that are married to have girlfriends, you have all the fun. I'm just saying.
We do. We who are married to Filipinos are extremely blessed. Ain't that right, Jack?
Yep.
see, Jack just said, yeah. That's all you can say.
When it comes to typhoons and hurricanes, you got to go to the high ground. That's right.
Yeah.
Dennis calls me the common sense yank. Wait a minute, Dennis. I thought I was the common sense yank. Come on, man. And I was just starting to like you, Dennis. Kiko saying hello. Dennis, timeout, Jack. Dennis is saying hello to you, timeout, Jack.
Okay, can't time you out.
More money. That's right. Where is the yank? The wheels on the bus go round and round. I don't know. Here's what I got to say, guys. Last night, Lorelei on her Facebook blog, I think it is Lorelei's blog on Facebook, she did a live stream showing the package she got in. And the yank showed up for her live stream, but he never shows up for mine. So what are we, The house we were in didn't get any water from Katrina. Wow, that's really good. Yeah, my brother got wiped out in Katrina. So, yeah, past Tony's bedtime. That's right. It's always past Tony's bedtime. You are king, David. All right. All right. I accept that, Dennis. I can be the king. Are you guys ready for my first statement? Craig Paris says, very subtle Edinburgh, David. You need to work on that. Very subtle. Oh, eBay. That's right. eBay. I didn't know. You like that? Very subtle. But we're not being picky about the beach house in Florida. We're just not being picky about it. So, you know. Craig Jacobs says, I admitted that my Filipina is the best at sea. I think we all agree with that. I know Craig feels the same way. Kiko definitely feels the same way with you, Craig. So yeah, see, Dennis agrees with it. He said, yes, the Yank showed up. It says idiot things like he couldn't pee. So last night, the Yank advertised to everybody watching that he had a problem peeing. Just thought I would share. And the cruising vet says, I would like to visit the Philippines again someday. I was back in Manila in 95 while in the Navy and had a great time. Well, you should. If you're single, there's all kinds of Philippines single guys. So, you know, that's not a good thing. All right. So one thing we're going to do is I'm going to throw out a statement, show it up here. And I want you to put in the chat a 1, or if you agree, a 2 if you disagree, and you can leave why you did it, or if you're up here in the panel or want to come up in the panel, please do. So here's the first statement. A corrupt government is better than no government. We want your background.
That's a very hard question.
Send me some chili, Craig. All right.
Well, I could say this. I'd rather have a corrupt government than no government at all. That's why we live in America. It's a little bit corrupt, but I would not live in a country where there's no government. Dictators will run it. No. I would not want to live in China or Russia or Iran because the government, you know, our government's not that perfect, but we still have our Bill of Rights. So, you know, freedom of speech, freedom of religion, all that, and the right to carry arms. I mean, you can't carry arms in China or Russia. So, you know, I would have had the one at the other one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So our good friend Kiko says he disagrees with the statement. And the statement is a corrupt government is better than no government. So he disagrees with that. Craig Jacobs disagrees also. Our good friend Jack agrees. Why do you agree with that, Jack? You want to share?
The same thing he said.
Okay. All right. Henry agrees. Henry, you got any further thoughts on that? And here's the link to StreamYard if you guys want to pop in. Craig agrees if you're involved in the corruption. Well, if you're part of the corruption, it's a good thing, right? Dennis has voted me world leader. Thank you for that. But yeah, Craig, I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. So look. If you guys want me to be the world leader, I will. But everybody has to bow down to me and swear to undying allegiance. That's the only way we do it. Our good friend Cruz says he disagrees. I trust myself to have my back more than a corrupt government can take care of my freedom money. You know, and I think there's some really good points about that. One, I do think all governments are corrupt. I don't think government is not corrupt. Do I think a society without government and laws and regulations could function? I do not. I do not. So I would have to probably go disagree with that statement. Dennis says he agrees with me because I'm the Lord and world of the master. I'm the greatest thing ever. Right, Dennis? All governments are corrupt. So Z's throwing his thing out there. You guys haven't connected to his channel. So, all right. We're getting there, Kiko. We're getting there. Well, you can fight corruption for a better government. You can.
Mm-hmm.
That's one good thing. If you don't have any government, yeah, I would agree with your logic there, Henry. Because even in the Philippines, where the government is kind of, well, it's majorly crooked, but it's kind of weird and funky. At least you could still do something.
Right. Well, before we continue, I gotta say this.
Sure.
In the state of Texas, we are in a battle with our federal government because, especially when it comes to the border, the federal government is supposed to close the border and they're not doing their job. So the state of Texas are closing the border, and now we have a fight between the state government and the federal government. But, it's just, like you said, all government is corrupt. I mean, if the federal government don't want to follow their laws, they follow laws they want to follow. But if there's a law that you cannot come to our country illegal, they choose not to enforce that law. That's what I have a problem with.
Yeah, I don't disagree. So Dennis has a question for everybody. Now, Dennis, we've talked about this. Remember, I told you I was talking to a Muslim friend of mine over in the Philippines, and I asked him, I said, well, if I convert, then can I have multiple wives? And he said, well, of course you can. He's like, but how many would you want? And I said, well, I want 6. A new one for each day of the week. And he said, well, why not 7? Because I said, well, I need 1 day of rest.
So he says he wants to satisfy 7 women. It's very, very difficult to satisfy 1 woman. How are you going to satisfy 6 of them?
Speak for yourself, buddy.
I'm just saying. I mean, it's very difficult to satisfy 1. If he wants to have multiple wives, I mean, you know what? I can say this because never been married, but yeah, it's very difficult. I know you guys got some great wives, and yeah, that's cool. But women.
So Life is Good is here. Thank you for the thumbs up and the shout out. They're calling us stud muffins. You're right. We are the stud muffins of this live stream.
Mm-hmm.
Listening, cooking burgers for the kids' lunch. Craig's doing some good work. Stud muffins. I knew. See, I can't spell, so I know when people misspell things what they mean because I can't spell.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Kiko's asking Z, what part of Texas are you located in?
I am in the middle of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. I am south of Fort Worth, Texas. I'm in a great little town north of Fort Worth, about 50 miles south. Nice little town, nice and quiet, not a big city. But, it's great for me. I've been here for almost 6 years, so it's pretty cool. I like it a lot.
Life is Good says Florida stabbing cabin. Not quite for sure what you mean, but if you're in reference to my e-begging for a beach home in Florida, I don't know.
Look,
Henry,
yeah, I'm sorry. Your oldest boy's in Arlington. Yeah, I used to live in Arlington back in years ago, and Arlington, I can't say it. It's not like it used to when we first moved there in '81. It's not the same thing. I mean, it is.
Life is Good says, I think you can't satisfy a bad woman.
That's true. That is the truth.
I know Jack agrees with me on this one. I absolutely think that, and that's why we don't date American women.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. Because you can't satisfy an American woman. I'm just sorry, you cannot satisfy an American woman.
Yeah, Kiko, I've actually done some teaching back in Arlington with the University of Texas at Arlington.
Oh, really?
Yeah, oh yeah. So thank God Timmy's in the house. Everybody say hello to Timmy.
Hey, how you doing? How
Timmy
you doing?
has a great channel. So you guys all show love and support to her. And let's get to our second statement. Are we ready for our second statement?
Oh, absolutely.
All right. Remember, one if you agree and two if you disagree. Okay, now wait a minute. I want to share with you one thing though before we go further is I'm stealing these from a game, this game.
Mhm.
So we bought this game for parties and I'm stealing all of this from this game. So it's not like I've made this stuff up out of my own head. Somebody else did. A government is spying on us through our phones, computers, and cameras. The government is spying on us through our phones, cameras, and computers.
Oh, absolutely. There was a news article. It's on the news today. Banks are spying our accounts if we say different kinds of words, and they are spying on us. The banks are giving the information to the government, which is, yeah, I have a real big problem because if I say something that somebody else does not like, they will report it to the government, and I said, "Hey, I'm talking to my bank." It's like that. Yes, the government. I think the government is inside our brain, our computers, laptops, tablets, and cell phones. Especially these past couple of years. Yeah, they are. The government is way too much inside into our computers and laptops. So yeah.
So Kiko says he's batting 1,000 and not satisfying anybody. Jack is giving some good information. Jack says stabbing the cabin means if the van is rocking, don't come a knocking. I didn't know that. I've never heard that terminology, Jack.
Gavin, yes, I heard that one back in the day. Somebody
never heard that, but then again, I don't have a perverted mind like all of you guys. Just saying. Craig and Life is saying hello. Anything saying hi to Timmy. You guys all make sure you connect with everybody. Do that for me. All right, let's get down here. Oh, let's see. Timmy is actually even saying hello to John Balut. Henry said he agrees. He agrees that the government is spying on us. So my statement, the government is spying on us through our phones, computers, and cameras. Life agrees. Cruise Vet agrees. Dennis, of course, is saying, and through the vax. You know, the vaccine, the microchips they put in us when they gave us the vaccines. Jack is okay. And I think everybody is pretty good about saying they think it's happening. They think the government is spying on us, and they think it's easy to do.
Yes.
Now, one thing I'm going to say about this, and I really mean this, there is no question that the government has the ability to spy on us. But what we have to understand is somebody like me, the government doesn't give a rat's ass about as long as I pay my taxes. I'm not important enough to be spied on.
Yeah. Well, this.
David agrees. Now, let me say this: life is good. When it comes to our phones and technology, who's really spying on us is Apple, Android, Google, Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
Those are the ones collecting our personal data.
Yes. I totally agree with that. I know definitely YouTube is spying on me because my first channel is the Z Show, and basically I talk about anything. And yeah, you can see YouTube say, "Oh, he's saying this. We gotta watch him." I mean, but yeah, you know what? YouTube, I'm getting in trouble for this. I mean, let's talk about copyright stuff. Right? You know what I'm saying? Okay, if you buy the CD, right? You buy it from a store, it's yours. If you want to put it on your format, or if you want to put it on your live stream or your videos, why is it copyrighted? Because I bought the CD.
Because you're making money off of it.
I bought the CD. It's mine. I'm just saying, it's my. I bought the CD. But it's firing me.
Kiko
I know YouTube wants me to start singing my own songs and my own titles. But
Kiko
yeah,
wanted to know if that's the Flat Earth Posse, man. Kiko, Dennis, we don't. Ronald's not here, so hopefully
Right.
we can stay off of the Flat Earth thing. I would like to do that. Any
To see
Finn
my
says,
house
"Learning
back
to
out
find
there.
out 3 things about you and knowing those things allow." That is correct. Like your date of birth, just a few things, what state you live in, all of those things. You're right. Jack, what were you saying? I'm sorry to interrupt.
I'm like, if Earth is flat, I can see my house back in Michigan from here.
Well,
Just
like
saying.
I said, okay. Like I said last week or the week before, how can the earth be flat when everything else in existence is slender, like round or spear shaped, but the earth is the only thing flat in the entire world? This just makes sense.
yeah, I don't think.
The third of the fifth. You guys are doing good tonight. I love Google and Apple. I do not stand by any statements made here. There you go, Eddie Finn. You got that right. I used to tell people when I was teaching, I'll sign anything because you can't read my writing and I won't stand behind my signature. So give me a piece of paper, I'll sign it.
Yeah,
Right?
the thing is, when I sign something, my signature changes every time I sign it, so nobody can copy it. So,
Hey,
yeah.
Ray Jacob, I actually like your question. He's asking, and this is a good question. Who do all the social media companies report to?
Oh, they post to the government.
Is it that secret group of world leaders that meet out in Northern California at that secret ranch called the Owl or whatever it is?
No,
Maybe, is it that group?
no. The social media goes to the government. The government has people that go to the social media to say, "Hey, I want you to check out this person or to see what this video is talking about or this statement." Yeah, government got people in the social media. Don't be fooled, but they do got that.
Hey, Henry, let me throw this out there. If the world is egg shaped, how can it be flat? Because there's no flat side on an egg.
Yeah.
You know, Kiko, my friend, it's fine. A rabbit hole to go down. Yes. And we go off in the rabbit holes. We go down in the ditches. And Jack never shares his beer with anybody. So, Dennis, let's chat about the moonwalk. Which one? Which moonwalk are you meaning? The one Michael Jackson did, or the one Neil Armstrong did? Because there's 2 of them.
Yeah.
Hooray for Hollywood! Let's see what Timmy's actually a fairly intellectual lady. Well, actually, let's see what Timmy has to say. Timmy, who's a non-English speaker, I just came here to blow my filthy mind.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome to the show.
We will do that.
Yeah, we will.
We will confuse and drive everyone in the chat as right now has just got an acronym her name that's something about. Don't be surprised, Jack, if they come knocking at your door. Because we know what you think.
Yep.
Ronald may send him to your house. The Illuminati, that's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
But there's another group that the world leaders all meet. President Clinton was part of it. And they would go to this facility, this mountain retreat in California that you couldn't get into. So I can't remember the name of them.
Oh, you mean Jeff Epstein? You mean the island? Jeff
Maybe,
Epstein.
I don't remember.
Yeah. Yeah. When it comes to that, yeah, I think the government goes into social media as evidence that there were evidence years ago that the government says, "Hey, somebody says this and this and this. We want you to censor them." And it happened. It happened on Facebook. It happened on Instagram, Twitter. It happens on YouTube. So yeah, the government gets into social media. They got caught getting into social media. Well, we don't want to talk about it because they don't want to offend anybody, but it happens.
Timmy says, that's okay. She has selective hearing and she has activated it. It's called the Bohemian Group. I just double checked. It's called the Bohemian Group. Supposedly, they're the ones that run the world. Just let you guys know. All right? Jack, do you think there's a secret government group that runs the world?
I have no idea.
All right. Kiko is saying Dennis is the only one here with a certified filthy mind. I agree with that.
Oh, you don't know me.
And that's because he's from Canada.
Yeah,
So-
you don't know me.
All right. Let's see if I got another good statement. We'll get off with the crazy stuff a little bit. Is the book is always better than the movie? 1 if you agree, 2 if you disagree. The book is always better than the movie.
I read this book years ago.
Oh, God,
I read this book a couple years ago. It's called the Hunt for Red October, and I think the book was way better than the movie. The movie is trying to be like Hollywood stars, and the way the director has it, the book tells us the real story, but actually the whole story. And when they try to take the book and put it into the movie, they got to try to fit it into such and such hours. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to have a big old movie that like 5-6 hours for a book. So I think the books are way better than the actual movies. The 100 October, I love that book. That book, it get me thinking about the Cold War, what was going on during that situation, during those years. So I love that book. The movie was okay. I have it in my collection, but when I saw the movie, I said, man, let me go ahead and read this book. The book is awesome.
Jack, what do you think? Craig, put down a
I've
number one.
never read the book and watched the movie before, so I can't compare.
Can't compare. Well, Timmy has a question for you. Good man, Jack. Cruising Vet agrees that the book is always better than the movie. Henry says, no, the movie is better. Timmy, who actually writes stories, believe it or not, she's an author. There it is. That's right. So, Timmy, what do you think? Would you agree with that statement or disagree? Because you're actually an author. He goes, no, Dennis, he's not talking about penthouse letters. Well, and one thing Kiko says, you got to remember, if you can only read, so that eliminates the yank,
Only if you could read, yeah.
That eliminates it. So, and Dennis, Kiko is right. We're not talking about penthouse letters. Now, maybe Timmy's written some. I don't know. She's a pretty good author. Craig says books are always better. Why? Let me ask this question. If you think that, why do you think that is? What's the reason the book is better?
Because you get more information about the author that's writing the book, and you get a lot more information than you do in an actual movie. Some of these movies are being written by books, and don't give you all the information in the movie. I think it's better to get to know, as far as the character of the book and the author of the book, you get his or her point of view about his book or her book, and a lot of times they don't transfer it to a movie. There's very few movies that will do that. And
Jimmy says the book is always better than a movie. Nope, but YouTube is. That's right. YouTube's always better. Henry says, I've seen a few movies that was better than the book, but only a few. So the follow-up question, guys, would be, should you see the movie first or read the book first? Jack, you got a thought on that? Read the book?
I think read the book.
Okay. Anybody else? Should you read the book first? Watch the movie first.
You know what? I watched the movie first before I watched. For example, I watched the 100 October in the actual movie theater, and I got more interested. I wanted to know the main characters of that. And a guy say, "Hey, you know what? You need to read the book. You need to." A friend of mine said, "You need to. You saw the movie. You need to read the actual book." And I thought the book was a lot better. I really did, because he got into, like I said before, he got into the main character, what he was thinking about when he's writing the book, and tried to talk about the character in the book. It was very, very good. I liked that a lot. So
So
yeah.
Craig was saying it's because the mind, some of our minds, is more powerful than the screen.
Mhm, yeah.
I actually kind of sided with Kiko on this. The books don't have Salma Hayek live. That's right.
Somehow.
The
And
movies can, bring those characters to life. And that's not
yeah,
bad. Craig Jacobs says more information a good writer can paint or describe a character, the
mhm.
much more detailed picture you will have to get involved in the movie. And I actually think it's better to watch the movie and then go
Mhm.
read the book. Because if you don't like the movie, then who cares about the book?
Yeah, that's what that
Yeah.
But you get interested
There we
in
go.
it, right? Yeah, and you get interested, and say, "Hey, this movie sucks. Let me go ahead and read the book and find out why it sucked." And yeah, it's one of the things you get curious about that.
So you would rather read the book than watch Selma Hayek live on
I'd
TV.
rather read the book because I'm not a Salma Hayek fan. I mean, I'm not you're, bro, you know who my fan is. My old baby mama. You know who she is. But yeah, Salma Hayek doesn't do it for me. I think I just I gotta get through the accent. That doesn't
What is it, Jack?
It only takes a couple hours to watch the movie and how long to read the book.
Exactly.
It takes a little bit more time, but your mind is. A lot of people told me this back in high school. The book will help you train your mind. A lot of people say,
Here's one thing I can say. I think a lot of it, to be honest, depends on the book. If
Mhm.
you just read it. I love to read, and I'm a big reader. I read
yeah,
And I have read probably more textbooks than most people could ever dream of reading in my career. So
Yeah.
I'm to the point in life where I still like to read, but if I can go kill a few hours and drip off and not worry about things, watching a movie, that's what I like. But
Yeah.
Kiko says all I read are YouTube comments. That's a good one. Kiko,
Yeah.
I try to read them, So,
Oh yeah,
but I think what we do have to do is teach young people how to read and to get them involved in reading.
Yes, because like you said, and it is a fact, the people that graduate high school are reading like in the 7th grade or 8th grade level.
No, I
And
didn't
then
say no. You're mistaken. I did not say when
I
they
mean-
graduate they read at an 8th grade level. I said if they do,
Yeah,
not if they do, but if they come out reading at 8th grade level, that's a problem. But I didn't say that.
yeah. And I guess the parents are not telling, hey, you need to read a book. I'm gonna work on my tablet. You need to read a book. Get on there and read a book. Yeah. My parents told me when I was in high school, when my parents told me I had to read a book, I had to read an actual book. And basically, they read the book before I did. So, and then they'll quiz me. Now, this is during the summer. So, summertime, you go outside or whatever. But during the summer, you have to read at least 1 or 2 books during the summer. And my parents, they enforced the reading thing because my dad loved to read when he was in the military. He loved to read. And that's why I love World War II documentaries. Because I wanted to find out the real story. Like you said, on the movies they have most of them are probably about not all true. I read the Literature Iwo Jima. That was a great story about Iwo Jima. A lot of people don't know what happened during that war. And about a year ago, I met one of the survivors of Iwo Jima. We had a mid-breakfast, and he was telling me stories that will blow you away. He was talking about when he was actually landing on the island, and he knew buddies when he going into the water that were killed before they got into the water. He was telling
Yeah,
me. He was
I
telling
wrote
me,
a lot of those accounts too from a historical perspective.
yeah, I like that because
Yeah,
I
hang
think,
on,
man,
let's check. What were you going to say? You remember?
oh,
No. All right. So Kiko is saying it's just my imagination running away with me. Anything, I like your statement here. Books are supposed to be read like a mirror. It reflects you. You right, and I agree with this. It reflects you. All
mhm.
books are really about you. Movies are about right. I love your statement, and I think that's a very intelligent statement, anything. Kiko's in the house. His book title, E-Bacon for Dummies. That's right.
Mhm.
Hey, what you doing? Craig
Yeah.
is saying bestseller Kiko. Kiko could write a book.
Mhm.
Jack says, hello to Kiko because it's nice. Life is good says my 8-year-old son reads. That's
Mhm.
good.
That's
More
good.
life to read in my
Mhm.
boy. See, I got to share my screen with a good looking one.
But that one word, that guy that lived through it, bro. Yeah.
A really
Uh,
good YouTube
Yeah.
channel is Unauthorized History of WW2. Okay,
mhm.
that's a
Yeah.
good one.
That's yeah. Yeah. You know what the thing is with that, and
Yeah.
I gotta tell you this real quick because I was on the Jubilee, and I like Carnival when they did that. They set up a room for it's called the Heroes Lounge.
Mm-hmm.
They set this area for people that served our country, and when I entered that lounge area, I felt in peace because I saw the stuff, and I met a couple of people that were in Vietnam and World War II, and I just started bawling and crying because what they went through what the stories they tell me what they went through, I would not wish that on my worst enemy.
Oh, we
And
agree.
like you said before, I think I said before, when people came back, when the guys came back from Vietnam, this country, oh, it was sickening what they did to these veterans who were coming back from the war. My
Life is
father
good.
tells the
I
story.
just hold on a second there, Z. Life is saying I just bought a book on that war guy that lived through it and wrote the book. I don't know which one that is because I've read a couple of firsthand accounts of different books from the
Mhm.
war. So let's get to our next statement. Life is good, yes, about John Balut. We're all going to write a book about John Balut. That's what we're going to do. And Dennis is going to make it X-rated because that's what Dennis does. Ah, this is a good one. Psychics and mediums are legit.
Hell no.
No, no,
Jack,
because
did everybody say hi to Lorelai? She's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
she's gonna be offended if you guys don't say hello.
oh yeah, the psychics are a bunch of BSers because I did a psychic years ago and basically she said, "Oh, you're gonna meet someone that loved you and all that stuff," and I still was looking. So that no, I don't believe in psychics. I don't believe in that stuff.
One of you agree, two if you disagree with the
I totally
statement.
disagree. Yeah, too.
Yep.
Psychics and mediums are legit. What do you think, Miss
Depends
Phillip?
on the beholder.
Oh, the hands on it.
Psychics are not really like a psychic. They're trained. They called what is that? What's that? Like, analysis of profiler.
Psychic. Life
Yeah.
is good. We know that you're John Baloo. We just feel bad for you. That's why we're trying to show you love. Chico says his father was the Battle of the Bulge, 101 First Airborne vet.
Oh man.
Two
See.
tours. His brother was 2 tours in Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
Says some psychics and mediums are legit.
Yeah.
Okay. Henry
Yeah.
is a good guy saying hello to Lorelai.
That's me, Lorelai.
And Kiko is that's better half. Wait.
I done the better half.
But
Hi, pretty.
what makes you better half? I thought I was the better half.
Maybe thinking like a half of you.
Yeah, but I'm the better half.
No, because we're a couple. Duh.
Uh, psychics and mediums are legit. Henry says absolutely not. He disagrees. Craig Jacob disagrees. John Ballou, life is good. We got a book about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he thinks they're legit.
Oh, it's been a while. I don't see John.
Yeah, John
I did.
Hines. He's out there in California.
Yeah, he's in California now.
Yeah, he's out in California, Bakersfield. So,
He does eat those exotic food, right?
well, he's the only real American here, as they say. So he's the only real American in our group. Psychics and mediums are legit. I don't agree with Lorelai. I think being a psychic or medium doesn't necessarily have any mystic powers, but I think they're very good at reading things and seeing things and understanding body language. And they have feel for things, but do they have special power? I don't think so.
Let me explain.
All right, tell us about it.
In your senses, we have the different body senses, right? One of the other person is expert on like seeing things really quicker than you. The other one is can smell really quick than you. That medium, they can sense more than you. So, what you think, right? They develop their senses because they practice. It's just like person, they quick reading, so everything that they say they can look at because that's the theory of use and disuse. If you keep using your senses, then you're really good in it. If you're doing the other one, it's not sharper. So
Yeah.
So am I a psychic then because I'm really sharp?
no, it needs a lot of training to be good of something. So if you're not really into it, you're just trying to fake. So you're
Yeah.
like
It's now I'm
you're
seeing.
like you're a scammer.
I think Craig has a point. Craig, this is what I agree with you on this. Is it is about tuning into a frequency or understanding things that most don't. Whether we call it a frequency, a wavelength, whatever we want to call it, that's what I
The more
think too.
you study, the more you practice.
Jack, what do you think?
I think it's all BS.
Thank
It's all-
you.
all right.
Yeah, it is.
Jack is a no.
I
big-
can tell the
Drug use.
person watch your phone.
Drive.
Yeah, I agree. It's BS. They're just getting paid. They're just trying to take your money. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a scammer. They're not really a psychic. They're a scammer. They're really good.
Yeah.
They've been studying how to scam people. Like they've been studying how weak the person is and what's the excitement, and they're more focused on it so that they can make the people happy and give more money.
Mhm.
And I do think there's a big difference, and Craig will probably agree with me out down in Australia that you're right. There's the people that are scammers that claim that's what their job is. Their job
No,
is
they
to
can
scam.
sense really good.
But I think you do have people that believe that they are psychic, or that they have special insights, but they're
Yeah.
not scamming, right?
As
Or
I
the
said,
professional scammers. Yeah.
yeah.
So Craig Jacobs says, I spent 3 years in Biloxi VA homeless program. I saw so many vets destroyed by Vietnam, Korean W-2. Truly sad. What our follow-up for our veterans is probably one of the worst in the world. I don't know.
Yeah, it is. It is. And yeah, I gotta talk about it. It's on the news. There are some VA hospitals kicking out veterans and not seeing the veterans and letting people that come to our borders illegally into that site. And I'm just said it before and I'll say it again. The way this government treats our veterans, it's BS. And whoever treats our veterans like that need to be fired on the spot. Because
John?
these men and women sacrifice their lives, their careers, their families to go protect and serve our country. And this is what our government is doing to these people is sick.
And
I
John, we don't know what your Native American speaking is there. You're going to have to spell that out for us regular Americans, not the Native American, the real Americans like you. But guess who is here tonight? It is my brother from another mother,
Just graduated.
just graduated high school. He did.
I just graduated.
How are you,
I'm
kind
good.
sir?
You know, third grade is hard.
Not far from the mind.
Kiko is saying Donna Warwick is calling. BRB. I don't know what that means. Probably the bedroom.
Be right back.
I'll be right back. Donna Warwick. Why would Donna Warwick be calling you, Kiko?
he's,
Like it real or not.
yeah.
What's up, Z?
She used to have a psychic outlier because she wasn't making the money because her songs was,
Oh, she had
popular.
a psychic hotline. Donna.
Yeah, she had a psychic hotline. And yeah, I mean, yeah, 1-900. Dionne Warwick, yeah.
All right, Kiko. You win that one, Kiko. So
Yeah.
Craig Jacob is saying if they can see the future, that gift doesn't come from God. Okay. That's a good
Mhm.
point.
Yes.
Craig says governments, governments have been using remote viewers for 100 years, Craig, Ronald,
Man.
Craig is in the house. He says, howdy to you.
The men are getting smarter and smarter.
I just yelled at him for a second.
Well, and Kiko is making reference to you also. He's calling you the Flat Earth Posse.
I'm from the flat earth, son.
Let's see if we got another statement.
Oh,
This is a good one. You guys pay attention. This is a really good one. Should you delete your ex's nudes from your phone?
no.
Hell yeah.
If it's an ex one, that will be evidence that they don't get more money from me. I will expose you.
No, because your current girlfriend might be thinking, oh, are you still thinking about her?
Oh, that's your girlfriend. Probably like
No.
a wife that
No.
do the divorce separate. Like
No. So remember, the statement is you should delete your ex's nudes from your phone.
you should not.
What? If you agree, two if you disagree.
That's
John
a
is
big
saying
step
they just picked
forward.
up his son from school out in California.
Mm.
Craig Jacob says they are talking about illegal aliens going into the military. There were a bunch of Mexicans that fought for America in the Iraq, and after that, they were honorably discharged and deported them.
Wow, that's really bad.
And that is really bad, Craig. That's really bad because we know people that have been immigrants who joined the military and they were able to attain their citizenship
Or maybe some of
by
those
serving for the government.
some of those prisoners that they need to deport.
Maybe.
Mhm.
Henry says no. You should. He disagrees.
So
Great.
delete.
No, Henry says keep them.
Yeah, that's your evidence.
Jack has a girlfriend, so Jack is saying absolutely you must delete them so
Hell
he
no.
doesn't get in trouble.
Yep.
Well, I don't have
Or
no
just,
ex.
or,
I
or
don't
just
worry.
lose the whole phone.
You need not to keep one anyway, so nothing to delete. But David, I will start taking picture of you.
Freeman says he agrees that you should remove the nude photos. Craig Jacobs says, I don't have any nudes or exes. There you go.
Mhm.
I don't have no
great.
excavator yet. So, yeah. Nah.
Winner.
And Kiko is saying phones didn't have cameras the last time he had an ex.
There you go.
That's a really good answer, Kiko.
Get the duplicate of the camera.
Got a deep throat, please, Craig says.
Transfer it to the hard drive.
Get him off the phone and put him on the hard drive, right?
Oh,
Let's see. Life is good, which is John says. Fantasy proceed the auction looking at XX pictures. Yeah? And Craig agrees with you, Ronald. Take him to the hard drive.
That's what Craig said. I don't need them.
You're going to delete them, Ronald?
Maybe it takes
I delete them.
delete it. You don't even remember some of the names.
How many years has it taken you to delete them.
I was so poor, you could still not have a phone back in the day when everybody had one.
There you go.
The professional, don't take it personal.
That's right.
Put it somewhere.
Well, Ronald's had the
Get
most
a
excellent
Polaroid,
phone.
Yeah.
Polaroid camera.
Maybe the girlfriend will make him drunk and look at the phone.
But now we're looking at this from a male perspective. What about females? Should they do the same?
No, we don't keep that thing in our phone.
No, they didn't. No.
Okay,
No.
here. If the girl get naked, everybody will go around. If the guy get naked, everyone running away.
Especially with
Question.
John. John was like,
Mhm.
he go, no more whole drive. He says he has no more poor wife.
Oh, yeah.
That means old pack.
Yeah, if you have a hard drive, you gotta
No
put
hard
your
drive,
personal
so it's-
phone.
It's all got used.
That's right.
Kiko being nasty,
Mhm.
David.
I know, Ronald. Look what happens.
She probably have a terabyte, a terabyte hard drive with all his
Million
exes. Yep.
There's that joke line.
Terabyte, not terabyte.
A good memory.
Damn right.
We gotta have a
I
good
know that's right,
memory.
Chris.
KJ Lang. Do we know who KJ Lang is?
I got it all in my head. If I want to see something I had before, all I got to do is dream.
Yeah.
Dream.
Well,
Hey,
sometimes when you get older, your memory goes away.
Not those parts.
Hey, Ronald, let me ask real quick. How's your leg doing? Are you doing okay?
I'm going to take a picture of it.
Okay.
Wait, a hard drive.
All right. Yeah. That's.
Moreline knows KJ. You know KJ?
Yeah, he'll join. Like if
Who's
you,
KJ?
like you always bust my bust your bubbles. That's what KJ means.
Is it? But
Yeah.
Why is it KJ Lang?
Like everybody like happy and you just cut it off.
Is that what you do?
Yeah, you're busting my bubbles. That's
Oh,
what I say.
I thought
Yeah, all the time. They were like, I'm so happy going home with a perfect in my was that final exam, and David said, "Don't be cocky." Like what? What's cocky? So I really Google it, and I cried
well, but I was trying to get her to understand that being cocky is not going to keep you
because
moving
that is
forward.
the finals.
Yeah, but you made straight A's. I mean, I would expect
No, I
nothing
mean
less.
like you just even like happy or like you hear what he says. It yeah, don't be cocky. Like what cocky?
Yeah, but you made straight A's, so I expected you to make straight A's. So what's there to be cocky about?
Well,
If I'm expected to go walk outside, I can't come back and go, oh my God, I just walked outside.
Go ahead, be cocky. Don't worry about him. He'll get over it.
Mhm.
Killjoy, man, David, I thought you were well read. Apparently not. I don't know this slang stuff.
that's a Filipino terminology.
Oh, I can't remember.
It's good on it. Listening to it.
Yeah, because he actually paid attention to his wife.
David, the KJ go all the way back to Yahoo.
To Yahoo?
Yeah. When there was nothing but text. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Hey Ronald, you need to adjust your volume a little bit louder.
I'm sitting on the bed.
Well, closer it. You're not even in camera.
I got no room for camera or.
Just say closer to the phone.
she just said speak up louder.
Mm.
She's
All right,
being
I'm
bossy.
gonna use my indoor voice. How y'all doing?
Here's our next statement. Remember, number one, if you agree. Number two, if you disagree.
Men have it easier than women. Yeah. Because you're not a detailed person, you can't see any like difference. That's why it's easier for you.
Let me see. What was the question?
No question. It's a statement. Men have it easier than women. One, if you agree.
No. Women have it more easier than men because men try to find a female. The women has the power to say yes or no. We have a we are hunters and we try to hunt somebody, no, they got it more easier because in a man's mind, only thing we're thinking about is hunting. It's very people have been hunting for decades and centuries, and still can't get it right. Except for you guys. You guys got it right. But yeah, man is a hunter. They gotta hunt. Women just say, "Hey, here I am. I'm just here, right here."
Now,
Ronald, what do you think?
women got it harder, Z.
No.
They get the discharge every month. They got to push human beings out of their body. We ain't got to do none of that.
But we have to co-create so they can do that.
I understand that.
You gotta be productive so they can do that.
I understand that. But the difference between driving a car and pushing a car is two different things.
Yeah, but I understand that for dad, as far as dad having children, that's okay. But you guys still got to go try to do the hunt. You gotta have the right body. You gotta be looking good. You gotta have the money. Yeah. I mean, women just say, "Hey, she can go."
Here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to chime in on this one. I'm going to chime in on this topic. I actually totally, absolutely agree. Men have it easier than women without any question. And here's why. Because, look, we walk into corporations, we get paid 7 to 10% more off the top for doing the same job. You know, women can do everything that we can do as men, but we can't do everything they can do. But they get treated as a second-class citizen a lot of times, and that's the way it's been out through history. So even though women have the right to vote, which they had to fight for, I believe we men still have it easier. If I want to stand up and throw a fit, nobody calls me a Karen. If I want to do something, if we go places, who do people want to talk to when it comes to money? They want to talk to the man. So the woman has to fight harder for equal share, equal rights, equal respect, and it's going to go the same way. A white guy has it much easier than a black guy.
Oh,
Same thing
that's not
with
true.
women.
That's
Okay?
not true. That is not true. That is not total. That's not true. If you have common sense, doesn't matter what color it is. It's like Dr. Martin Luther King says, if you have the right character, judge me by my character, but not by skin. Now, a lot of people on the other side of the house said, "Oh, you need to judge me by what my color is, but not my character." That's why you see a lot of men that has no character in prison, and they're having 5 different women and 8 different kids. I always say this before, now say it again. And it's your character, not the color of your skin. I mean, back in the day, it was like that. But as of right now, if you have the right character, you could go places. I'm just saying.
Life is good says only if she's pretty. John,
Thank you.
I think what you mean is men have it easier over ugly women, prettier women have it easier. Right? Is that what you mean? So Lorelai's on the phone with her sister. Up here. Kiko says, for us, it's all about the conflict. You're right. It's easier for us to get things done. It just is. Craig says, too complicated now for everyone. A little bit over their heads, right?
Not for me.
And
I know the basic
Craig. Go ahead, Ronald.
basic facts. The women got it harder. Trust me. Just like when they had women's suffrage and we were still, going through Jim Crow. They had it harder than we did.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I agree.
We're talking about right now in 2020.
Oh, right now, they still got it hard. Like I said, they got to go through that period. They get hot flashes when they get that menopause.
I have hot flashes. I have hot flashes. I wake up in the middle of the night. what in the world is going on? I guess it was me drinking a lot back in the day. But yeah,
Here's the bottom line, guys. Here's the absolute bottom line about it. Men have it easier because we can stand up and pee. Period. Craig
Wow.
Jacobs is wrong. The Philippine family is always hounding the woman, the wife, for money. I know we're going through that right now, so I get it. I understand that. The woman, he goes in. The right woman made us lose our freak. That no shit, right?
Yeah.
When
See,
you
women
find the
do-
right woman, it's over.
Okay, I gotta say here real quickly, there is a comedian called Sinbad, and yes, if a woman comes into your guy's mind, the man has lost their mind. They got brain damage. I'm just saying, a right woman makes us lose your mind. Yes, I have
Wrong
seen.
woman will do it too.
You know what? For example, when I was hanging out with my guy friends, we used to play softball. We used to go to bars and restaurants while we were single. And we made a pact. We say, hey, if any of us have girlfriends or get married, we're going to do the same thing. Years later, I said, hey, let's go out. Oh, my wife won't let me. Oh, my girlfriend won't let me. That's brain damage. I mean, I understand they got responsibilities, but hey, you said that pact. You said when we get married, we're still gonna hang out. I had like 15 guys on a softball team said that oath. We called it the oath back in the day. And I called them, and for example, called some of my guys and said, hey, I'm getting ready to go on the cruise. You want to go? No, my wife won't let me. They said that. I said,
So
oh, man.
if I have a wife that I like, why would I want to go on a cruise with you?
Well,
Anyway,
good guys. I mean,
not
guys, especially if it's like a Super Bowl weekend or March Madness on a cruise. Me and my buddy,
Man, I'd
Derek
rather spend time
Valentine,
with my wife any day than you knuckleheads.
just guys that have, guys have it out. I mean, some days, whatever. You want to go watch the Super Bowl? Yeah. I asked my friend, hey, do you want to go watch the Super Bowl? No. Nope.
Craig Jacob, I do
I
like
just say, men, when it comes to females, men, we will lose our minds.
That's right.
Lose our minds.
Hold on a second there. So Craig Jacob says they got it so hard that they done run the men away because they don't need no man. Well, that's
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Kiko
Yeah.
said, I'm a Hayek for me, but not for Z. That's right. Simon. That's funny.
Yeah.
I like that.
See, that's why I admire you guys for dating and marrying Filipino women, because today's American women says, well, I don't need no man. Well, if you don't need no man, you're not gonna have no kids. I'm just saying.
Man,
I don't need no man to support me. And most women that say that, they get their dads to support them, they get the government to support them, and that's when I say, hey, you gonna say I don't need no man? Well, I don't need you. I rather, you know what? Here's the thing. I would be single and happy and married and miserable. I have seen that so many times. It's sad to see that.
They married the wrong person.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They think they found the right person, but months and years later, they say, oh, I made a mistake.
And I think we know why you're single there, Z.
Yeah, because I am very, very picky. I'm very picky. I know I'm not Denzel Washington or the other guys, but I'm very, very picky. I don't want to have an argument every 15 seconds. Well, where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Well, do you want to go out? Do you want to stay in? Where do you want to eat? I mean, I can't deal with that.
Well, and then being single is the best thing for somebody like you.
Yes.
Craig Pierce down in Australia says, everyone wants everything, but that's impossible. And yet, that's what society teaches us, which is absolutely correct, Craig. All about you not working together. Everything is a compromise, right? See, I don't think it's Lorelai and I don't know. I I think choosing the right person is the smartest
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, absolutely. It's very difficult. And that's why it's called a hunt. It is a hunt. You got to find the right
What
person.
Pico is saying here is that if you bring a woman from Asia or another country and she becomes westernized like the American women are, then we start having problems. And that's why, as a husband, Ronald, Jack, Tico, Craig, everybody, we have to allow them to keep their heritage, their culture,
Mhm.
and the good parts of whatever culture it is they come from. So
Mhm. Yeah.
that's
So basically, yeah, you know what? You don't want them to be 100% Americanized because today's society, yeah, they're gonna say, "Well, you don't need that, man. You don't need this.
Jack.
You don't need that." Yeah,
Jack, what are you doing?
that's why I am so admire you guys that you.
What are you
Hey,
doing?
I'm gonna find somebody else than American women. I applaud that. I applaud that you went out and said, I can't find over here. I'm gonna go over here and see what's up. You know, a lot of people won't do
Oh,
that.
that's not how it works. You
I
know,
mean, when
let me explain it to you, Z. Let me explain it to you. You know, how it works is you still got to have the right chemistry and the right vibe with the right person. You
hmm
know, I was introduced to Lorelai. I grew up in the Philippine community since I was 16 years old. I had multiple opportunities just to go pick any Filipina I wanted, but I
Mhm.
never did and never wanted to do that. But when I met Lorelai, it was the right one. So it's not just grabbing a Filipina and going, your life is going to be happy, because that's not what happens. You still got to have the right person, right,
Yeah,
Jack?
I agree. You got to
Oh,
find the right person. You know what? Yeah, I agree with that. You got to find the right person. That's why I call it a hunt. But you got to find the right person. Some of these people that just say, "Hey, I just gonna find somebody," and they find the wrong person. That's when the problem, chaos, and everything. They I know guys that say, "Hey, I'm tired of being single. I'm just gonna find somebody,"
What's
but
up,
they
Big
don't
Brother
know who
Dennis?
the person is when they get into it. And then they say, "Oh, why did I do that?"
hey,
But
Dennis,
yeah,
you
Jack.
missed the twins. Ronald saying hi to you, but you missed the twin earlier.
Yeah, yeah. Jack, tell him Coochie ain't got no character.
Right.
Is that right, Jack?
Coochie
Just
just
that
Coochie.
sideways smile.
It's
Yeah,
not
that's
over.
just that, that little slant.
It's not all. Yeah, Kiko's telling you, no matter who you marry, it's not all rosy. And I'm going to tell you this,
Yeah.
Z.
Yes,
I'm-
I know that.
and let's just listen to me a second. I'm going to give you this advice because I give all single men this advice who want to be married. You have to compromise, like Craig mentioned. We have to come down as single men off of our high horses and come down, and the women have to do the same. Because when you merge two people, now it's two people becoming one unit. So you have to sacrifice, you have to compromise. And if you're not willing to do that, then you shouldn't get married.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, my standards are like this. First and foremost, you have to be a Christian. First and foremost, you have to be a Christian. Second of all,
They have good relationships.
you had to be. When it comes to politics, you have to be a Republican. That's just me. I've seen people that were Republicans and got together and they're Democrats, and basically it's like hell.
You're going to be single a long time, my friend.
I'm gonna be single a long time, and I always say that I want to be single and happy, I want to be single and happy, or to be in a relationship and you be miserable all day long. And yeah, it's a hunt. It's a hunt for me.
Here's what I'm
But,
going to say.
but I'm so used to being single, so it doesn't really bother me that much.
Hold on, Z. Let me explain a couple things. Here's what I'm going to say, and Ronald, we're hoping you get to do that Staples commercial and make some money. Here's what I'm going to say. It's kind of like this: the people that say that they're very happy being fat are lying out their ass. They would be happy with skinnier. The people that say that we're happy being single is full of shit. So they want somebody in their lives. That's just the reality.
Ain't
let me
no
clarify-
sunshine when she's gone.
Oh, I've been gone for a long time.
Sing it, brother. Sing it.
It's not warm when she's away.
And I'm going to tell you, Z, and everybody else, from my personal acknowledgement and experience, having a Christian relationship has nothing to do with having a good marriage.
Oh boy, here we go.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Well,
I know people of Muslim faith that are.
well, see, that's a Muslim faith. I'm talking about.
I know
I'm talking
Jewish people. I know people from every walk of life that have great, loving relationships that doesn't believe in Christianity. I know
well,
Buddhists
yeah.
who have a
See,
great life.
I totally disagree with you. I have a friend of mine. They've been married for 33 years. Both of them were Christians. I have friends of mine that were Christians, married an unsaved person, and they argue. They got married. 5 years later, they got divorced. Another guy got married again. Same thing happened.
Well, maybe
I
they're
mean,
married
you gotta have something in common. And being a Christian and being into any kind of relationship back in the day, and now it's the key of marriage is you gotta be.
for you. For you.
No, I say for me. I say
For
for
you. Not
yeah,
everybody
for
else.
me. Yeah, for me, because that's what I'm saying. For me, that's the key things. Got to be Christian, and basically you got
Craig
a lot of
Jacobs,
people. Yeah, a lot of people say, "Hey, you're not going to." I say, "Hey, that's fine with me. That is fine with me because I like to be single. I like to do.
That's great.
I like it, huh?
I said that's great. If you enjoy being single,
Yeah,
that's
I enjoyed it because
you know,
I get to do what I want to do. You know.
I'm one of these firm believers that everybody should do what makes them happy.
Yes.
Craig Jacobs says
Yeah.
that what he did with his wife, mine has been here for 5 years now, his Filipina and his wife. Before she got here, I had befriended a bunch of local married Filipinas, which is smart. So she would have a support group. They all keep each other online and in the Philippines. That's right. My wife does the same thing. You got to let them be connected to the ground.
Yeah.
Dennis says, I come off my blind donkey. Well, Dennis, I know how much you like donkeys. Greg Bears down in Australia, the great Australian. He's probably the #1 YouTuber in Australia. Honest with yourself and getting married solves none of the
So
problems.
we all in it. One of us. Yeah.
That's right. My wife, Craig Jacob says, my wife has free reign. She can visit a friend and go back to school. That's be my wife. It's kind of like people say to me sometimes, aren't you worried that your wife is talking to people on YouTube or no, I trust my wife 1,000%. We are one. I mean, we got each other's back. So I don't, I have no qualms or problems. Lorelai can come and go as she pleases. Just don't have a problem with it. Henry, all relationships are a two-way street. Go ahead, Ronald.
My wife had free reign, the last one. Well, matter of fact, all of them had free reign. The first one, it was a mix-up because it was Navy life that killed that. But the second two, those heifers, they had free reign and they both cheated.
Yeah. It's that's what I had to say. It's hunting season.
Ronald, let me ask you this question. If they didn't have free reign, do you think they still would have cheated?
No, because they wouldn't have a chance.
I agree with that.
But would they have been happy?
You didn't ask me that.
Yeah, if they were happy, yeah, like I said, if and he said it perfectly. If she had free reign, if you live your life, do the things that he did. Some of them get bored. Some of them say, "Hey, well, I'm gonna go somewhere. I'm gonna go far astray or whatever." Yeah, that's like I said. It is very difficult. Careers will kill a marriage. Relationship would kill a marriage. Children would kill a marriage. And you
The
just got
Canadian expert is now giving Okay, so this, yeah, Dennis. So this is from Dennis. He says the Canadian expert. Remember, Dennis is from Canada, and last week you bashed Canada. So he's saying the Canadian expert is now giving relationship advice. So he's going to get his notebook out. So he's making a funny. Freeman is laughing at all of us. Kiko is day. See, I don't know my Tagalog or my Visayan, man.
That's
saying
English.
something-
It's slang.
Yes.
That's slang.
Damn.
Dennis. Let me get caught up here. Craig Jacobs says, we got married in Cebu City. We're from, well, Lorelai's from Cebu City, Craig. But we got married in the United States, and we could get a divorce. So we were in it until the end, because if you don't know, for anybody who's listening, if you get married in the Philippines, they don't believe in divorce.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So if you think you're going to get a divorce from your Filipina, bring them to America. Right, Jack?
And
Right,
it takes
Jack?
about 2 years to get a visa for them to go to the U.S.
Get married in Thailand.
Bad joke for donkeys. Yeah. Life is good. Says hello to Ronald John and saying hi to Ronald.
Hello, life is good. What's happening? All I
John,
got to say about the subject is, if you give her free reign or you put your foot on her neck, either way, she should be happy. But if she ain't happy with both or either option, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
She gonna do what she want to do.
Yeah.
And here's what I like about my wife. Lorelai has free reign, but she doesn't use it. She doesn't take advantage of it, and she doesn't want it. So, she's always asking, hey, what about this? Is this okay? Can we do that? Can I do this? So she's always asking, even though, from my perspective, I don't really care. It's okay, fine, I don't care. But she's respectful enough to always ask, and so she doesn't want complete freedom. So I'm lucky, Ronald. I'm very lucky. Jack is asking, when is the donkey show? You talking about the one we saw in Mexico? Man, that's a good-looking man.
Where?
That's what
I'm looking too.
Dennis is asking, Pac, do you pay for this panel to be on? Dennis, are you freaking crazy? They should be paying me to be
We
on
only
my,
get acorns.
right, Dennis? Right, Dennis? No, I don't pay.
Let's see here.
Craig Jacob, it says that marriage is a promise. That's right. To take care of the daughter, I have the responsibility to take good care of her, especially bringing her happy. I agree.
Yeah.
I feel responsibility for Lorelai since I brought her here. I do. And when I kill over dead, I'll make sure she has plenty of funds to take care of herself long after I'm dead.
Mm-hmm.
Big Buck Dennis, that's right. Dennis is my brother from another mountain. Dennis is my brother from another country.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
John got married in Texas, and he's been there 9 years. What you got to know about John, John's always tired because he's running around chasing his young wife.
Oh,
Greg says, my wife shows me posts on her groups a couple of times a week that someone has something bad has happened to a Filipino. Yeah, I think the key is just to share each other's life. If you're going to be in a relationship, you got to share the life.
Yeah, you got, yeah.
But Ronald, how's your leg?
She's good.
Okay, all right. I
got it wrapped up tight. I saw the doctor today. He cleaned it out. Oh, you should have heard what happened at the wound clinic today.
What
Now,
happened?
a doctor comes in, right? He brings his little student with him, another doctor.
Mm-hmm.
And they put the little lidocaine on there so it wouldn't be so painful, but it didn't help. He said, well, I'm going to have to scrape it. So he starts scraping out the wound, and then said, we don't want to get those black scabs on the side. So we don't like black. And then I said, I'm black. Oh, no, it didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that. So then everybody in there busting out laughing. So his assistant, I said, watch, I'm going to get him again. And then when the doc was leaving, I bump fisted him right. I said, that's my nigga. You know, and everybody just busted.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, you
You
know,
got-
we have to keep constantly taking the power out of the word.
You do.
See,
That's good. Oh my God. Now let me get caught up here, and I'm going to give you my next statement, which is going to be really exciting. So let me get Craig up here. So
Greg said, smoke break.
Dennis was the last one, I think. Dennis, I was in a dilemma, putting needles in my eyeballs, or watch the Yanker Tony tomorrow. Ooh, the Yanker's here, by the way. Craig Jacob, where in Cebu you watch? Mandawi, Cebu City. So that's where we lived when the typhoon destroyed us. All kinds of other crap. Craig is going out for a smoke break. We all need to go out for a drink. My wife caught me. I couldn't outrun her. That's right. That's how I feel. John is the Dr. Love, Dr. Longfinger. Oh, John.
Mhm.
Is this the Yank or is this a imitation Yank?
That's big time Tony Romo.
If it's Grandpa Tony, Grandpa Tony still can't pee apparently.
They had another shaker.
Yeah. Wheels on the bus go round and round.
The short.
Tony is talking in his sleep again. That's it. All right. So here's our next statement. You guys ready for this? This
Yeah.
one?
Yes.
This is going to be funny seeing that we're all guys.
No.
One if you agree, two if you disagree.
2.
Got awful quiet in here.
I say 2.
Girls should get extra sick days for their periods.
Period.
Period. What do we think? Let's see.
I guarantee you, you do not want one of them heifers on them rages at work.
Should they get extra work days off? Or do you agree with that then, Ronald?
No, because they can fake it. They can say they're on their period. And they can say that because American women are very, very, but they.
It's the same difference. You could say, I got a cold, I can't come in.
Yeah, they could say, well, yeah, they could say, women, American women. Let's put it this way: American women are professional liars. I'm just saying that.
No.
Because here's the thing. They're gonna call in and say, I'm on my period. And the guy's gonna say, well, okay, don't come in. Women can fake it. You know, they fake. Some of them fake their orgasm. Sorry, but they do.
All
Andrew
of them-
disagrees with the statement.
Some of them, hey, being truthful
they,
here.
all, they all lied. Z.
Yeah. And now, I guess the first guy you say, well, you got to prove you're on your period. But no, most of them, they can say that and they can fake it. They just don't want to go to work today. They say, well, I'm on my period. I'm not going to work. We don't know.
Craig Jacob says, I was in jail in Arizona once and a cell full of Nahos. They said something and I told them they all looked the same. They looked serious for a couple of seconds and then started laughing their asses off. I can relate to that.
Mm-hmm.
Dennis says, I heard Tony, Saga, Naga are going on vacation together. He goes to the ERA, Equal Rights. It probably means something else. We got a wonderful troll in the house. Hey, I would prefer if you use really bad words. You know, is what I would prefer you to do. That'd make me happy. So and do it more often. And and Mr. Troll, if you would make sure you hit that like button and share the live stream out, I'd greatly appreciate it. So I don't know if they should or shouldn't. I wouldn't think they should. I don't see, from all the women I've ever known, I don't see that the women would think it's necessity. Ronald, what do you think? You're going to say something?
I was never a woman. I don't know how severe them cramps is or whatever that thing they go through. If she said, I can't make it in, my snatch is in trouble, I'll let her stay home.
Yeah, but you know, sometimes they can fake that. You know, they don't want to go to work. They'll say that.
Right, but there's 1,000 other reasons people call in sick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we just, thousand people just saying different things to be sick, so you just take off.
Right,
work.
but me and you can't call in. Hey, Brian, my period's on. I can't come in. It's going to work.
Well, and Ronald, I think you got a valid point there, because if we're looking at equal rights, then I do think we level the playing field for everyone.
Equal
You
right.
got to be consistent in everything. So I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I'm down with laryngitis. I don't think I can come in today.
Yeah, I don't think I can come in because I'm passing a kidney stone. I don't know how long it's going to take.
Anything to get out of work.
Yeah. Anybody can use anything to get out of work.
Anybody can use any excuse to get out of work. Women, men, children, even the kids. Oh, I'm feeling sick, Mom. I ain't going to school.
You know, glad you said that.
My sister used to tell Asian airfare wives not to let their husbands boss them around. The Asian wives not to bet. Well, your sister was telling the Asian women, don't let your husbands boss you around. That's pretty graphic for her.
She's Americanized.
Kiko, you know I'm an English major, right?
You are. Ronald has a way with words. And he can sing them words too.
Oi, Gundam Bombay.
No limit of sick days here as long as you have doctors. Oh, wow. So Craig's in Australia, and what Craig is saying, there's not a limit on sick days as long as your doctor signs off on it.
Oh, you can tell your doctor anything. And doctor, yeah. You can tell your doctor I need medication for this, and you probably don't have it. You know,
the women can get away with it. I mean, Doc,
yeah.
I need a sick call. Can you certify that? I mean, I can give a blowjob next week, but
yeah. My thing is not working today because I got service last night, and it's not working like it used to. I'm gonna call in sick, and he's gonna say, "Can you prove it?" Is that you want to come over?
Yeah, like you're a 5-year-old child. You need a note from your mother.
Hey, Craig Jacob, what is funny, my friend, is I can't come in because my dog is sick. I've actually done that.
Of course.
My dog is more important
That's
than
family.
anything. So, I've actually done that.
That's family.
Kiko was saying that was a reference to Dr. Love, a Kiss reference.
Oh,
Kiss reference.
Kiko
The
on
band.
fire.
My wife is 33. She is still in her monthly. She never acts up, only will say her stomach hurts sometimes. Oh, that's good.
That's good.
Because his wife's still modest.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll tell you a story where I was trying to be don't want to go to school in elementary school, and I'm telling my grandma I don't feel good. You know what she does? She says, "Well, let me get that bottle of castor oil." No, I'm okay. I'm gonna run to school. Yeah, kids say that. Yeah, that's why I always say kids are professional liars. I mean, yeah.
I mean,
Here's our next statement, guys. Good-looking people always have the worst personalities.
Oh, I agree with that. Look at Hollywood.
Good-looking people always have the worst personalities. 1 if you agree, 2 if you disagree.
I agree 100%.
Ronald, what do you say?
I say 2.
Disagree. I would agree. I agree with Ronald. I disagree. Because look at me. I'm probably one of the best looking people on the internet. And I have a great personality. I'm just saying.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever seen Mom Mabley? Mom Mabley's the ugliest woman I ever seen, but she got a good personality.
Kiko says, just wait.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The only person I knew that was man pretty and that's very, very educated, very, very knowledgeable, is probably Denzel Washington. That that guy, that's a guy. That's a real man's man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he is all together. He grew up in New York. He was in the boys' club. I mean, that guy. I admired him because he's not a typical Hollywood star, and and most of the people in Hollywood that say they're married, but they don't change their name because they got that ego in their brain. Yeah, they don't want to change the name because they're going, if I'm going to get married, I want to have my regular name. I said, if you're going to get married and two becomes one, you need to take your husband's last name. Do you agree on that?
Oh, Esther. Ooh, that was an ugly woman. She had a good personality, though.
Esther.
Well, what about Minnie Pearl? Remember that old lady?
Minnie Pearl had a good heart too.
Yeah. What about Lucy? Well, Lucy was kind of pretty.
Oh,
Phyllis
Phyllis Diller.
Yes.
Phyllis Diller.
Phyllis Diller, and she was a character.
Yeah.
But I'm in by this. I mean,
But when it comes to men, Z, before Denzel, there was Sidney Poitier.
Yes. Sidney Poitier was, he was, man. If you see old Sidney Poitier's movies, I have probably one of the best ones he had. Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? That guy was smooth.
Smooth.
He was smooth. I mean, and then, you know what? Here's the funny thing. Sidney Poitier did probably directed the most two comedies of all time. Let's Do It Again and Stir Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that guy. See, you know what? Sidney Poitier was smooth. I mean, what he had to go through in the 50s and 60s.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He set everything
He
up.
set the standard for, and that's what That's what I say. Because when Denzel won his Oscar, he said, "There's only two men that I admire. One of them is right there, Sidney Poitier." I mean, you give him props, which is good. A lot of actors don't do that anymore.
Dennis is saying if he got married again, if I marry a 10 again, she can have any name she wants. That's right. Even if she's
man, hey,
John was saying Jamie Foxx got the facts, and look what happened to him.
Mm-hmm.
So
he got the back.
I think there's a lot of good-looking people out there, and I think a lot of them have really good personalities. And I think there's a lot of ugly people that have good personality. I don't think looks really matter about the personality. I really don't. I just happen to be extremely handsome with a really good personality. What kind
There's some. Well, there's some.
There's some assholes out there, with names like Biff. Oh,
yeah, there are some pretty women that have bad personality. I mean, bad. I'm talking about like. I don't think she's pretty, but
I think all women are beautiful.
I don't think she's pretty. I think Kim Kardashian, she just got popular because she did a porno, and now she's making all kinds of money. But she said they had a ruling on YouTube today. What is the top 10 hottest women? And Kim Kardashian is not that hot.
Her sister is. I can tell you that.
Khloe,
no, Kaylee or the younger one. Ooh, Jesus.
Kendall.
Man.
Yeah, but she. This is her third or fourth marriage. I don't
care how many times they've been married.
I do. I mean, if you can't handle a man and you've been married 3 or 4 times, there's something wrong with you.
But see, now you're putting that on the woman.
Okay. I'll tell you for example. Jennifer Aniston. Brad Pitt wanted children. Jennifer did not.
But that's okay.
No,
a girl.
You can't make a woman have kids. That's not right.
Jennifer
I mean, you can.
Is a tranny.
Well, the marriage is having family.
Jennifer Aniston is a tranny.
If you don't want to have family, you should not get any kind of relationship.
I'm just saying. I don't have any kids. So
she already got mega money. She already got a
I didn't want children. I shouldn't get married.
The woman.
I did not say that. I'm just saying that if the marriage back in the day, I know back in the day between the man and woman, and the part of the marriage is having a family, that includes children. Yeah, I think for you to grow as a marriage, you should have children after you get married, not before you get married. I'm just traditional marriage with that. I think as far as my parents were concerned, they waited to get married before they have children. And before they passed, they were married for 43 years. There were some hard times, but there were better good times.
Z.
They were married for 43 years.
Tell him, Ronald. Tell him, Ronald.
Z. Adam and Eve wasn't married.
Tell him.
Adam and Eve was, in theory, they were married because there were only two people there. Hello.
They didn't get
God
no
said,
God didn't get no blood test, none of that.
God said, when he created Adam, God said, Adam, you should not be alone, and made Eve. So yeah, typically they were married.
Craig Jacobs says,
no.
Go ahead, Ronald.
No. Typically they was not married. Joseph and Mary wasn't married.
Right.
Adam and Eve were typically married. If
Typically,
yeah,
they were typically white.
well, that Adam could call them and say, "Hey, this is my wife, Eve."
You're
He
gonna kill me,
didn't
Ronald.
go over there to the lions. Yo, dog, this is my wife, Eve. No, he didn't say
Yeah.
that.
I think it happened.
Craig Jacobs says, I am a good foreign guy. I bought my wife a new shovel and rig. That's fantastic.
You
Lorelai
slave
likes
driver.
Yeah, Lorelai likes tools. Dennis, too much time on your hands if you know about the Kardashians. Oh my God.
I know.
Well, if it's on the major news network, you just can't. It's on the major news network. It's on the news.
You know what, Chewbacca?
They have major news on the three major networks. They always have something like Kardashian this, Kardashian that, blah blah blah. So it's everywhere.
No, that's not Chewbacca.
What is Chewbacca then?
It look like a big wolf.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, yeah.
Like a wolf, a walking dog. Like a human, but a dog.
No,
wolf.
Chewbacca's from Star Wars. It's a Bigfoot looking thing.
Yeah, like Bigfoot.
That's how it works.
Right, Craig? Craig, yeah. So if you lost your soul, if you care about anything, those Hollywood freaks, I agree with that. I agree with that. John is saying, the life is good. I just bought my wife a pitchfork to hunt clams. That's cool. The Lorelai would get into that. I mean, I would
I
think,
like to eat those.
yeah, I mean, you would really like that, actually.
The
And the gooey duck, pulling it out of the sand, I would use a metal detector once you did all of that. Oh, Kiko's trying to stir up trouble with Ronald.
Yeah, I know it's Earth flat.
Dennis, yes, it's flat. Craig, God made Eve for Adams, not Steve. Yeah.
Well, yep, that is true. And people,
I think a person you have sex with is your wife or husband. I think the book says that.
That's right.
I think
Dennis is asking which book is that, like Playboy?
no,
Women from Mars, Women from Venus. You know, so
person
I
you
like.
have sex with is your wife or husband. The good book says. I like it.
Well, then there's a lot of people who've been married a whole lot of times.
A
And I
bunch
bet
of
you
times.
only picked up one
Yeah,
wife.
but they make terrible choices on marriage. They make-
No, you know, I mean, if you slept,
hey, there's invitation now, so you can get one wife only.
well,
Not in Sharia law.
Oh, well, Sharia law, we don't care about Sharia.
Sharia
do.
law.
Everybody's a mess over there.
no, we respect Sharia law. We respect everybody's religion and faiths.
No, Canadian don't like that one.
Football is the best sport to watch. Yeah. So here's the next statement. Football is the best sport to watch. And we mean American football, not that crappy shit over in England.
We'll change it. College or pro football?
Doesn't matter. Football is the best sport to watch.
Yeah, I'm saying college or pros. There's a lot of difference.
I'll do it, Dennis.
I love college football. I really do because these guys came out of high school. They're going to play for the university. They're going to try to upgrade their skills to go to the next level. And football is like that. From kids are playing pee wee football, junior high, high school, middle school, whatever you want to call it, and it is a good sport. If you guys want to play football, I have a nephew that's very, very good playing football. He's getting ready to hit the high school. He's in junior high now, but I love college football. I like the energy of college football. Now the pros past 5 or 6 years, that just got way too political for me. But I love football. I love college football.
But for sheer talent and skill, it would have to be gymnastics.
Oh my God.
You got a point. I agree.
Yeah, Kiko doesn't know.
Kiko doesn't know, or he doesn't
Colombian
care.
text Dennis Kiko.
Gymnastics. You see these people tumble, boop, 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 in the air, boom, bam. They get on these pommel horses and they do this with strength and they pull it back in. I don't see no football players doing that.
Life is good as eating meat with mushrooms and fried butter. Woo-wee.
Or some of them psychedelic mushrooms.
That's right. Our Canadian saying Chesterfield rugby.
Oh wow.
I don't know. We're talking about football, American football.
Yeah, we're talking about American football. We ain't talking about no gymnastics.
Kiko votes for synchronized swimming.
Okay. Football. That's it. Football. American football.
It would have to be gymnastics.
So here's a follow-up question. Which sport do you have to be the most gifted athlete to do of any type? So to be the most gifted athlete, have the most skill set, what sport would that be?
Chess.
Oh man,
I think it's pro wrestling.
No.
Craig says he's not into contact sport, keeps getting kicked off the team.
Oh, martial arts. Martial arts. Very, very disciplined. Very know how to tone up your body. And for example, I love the greatest martial arts of all time, Bruce Lee. He transformed martial arts. Why the UFC fighters idolize him? Because he is probably the first UFC fighter back in the day, and that guy. I think his training.
Dancing. That's what Venus likes.
Bruce Lee martial arts. You have to train your body. That's a sport you have to train your body almost 24 hours a day.
Jack say golf is the word you got to be the most athletic and most talented.
Golf.
Nico is saying triathlete. I'm telling you, pro wrestling. Because you got to be good in the camera too. You got to be able to talk on the mic.
Yes.
Is chess a sport? See, Ronald said chess earlier.
Yeah, chess is a sport.
Mm-hmm.
Really? You know what? See, no. What is your
golf is a sport?
Okay? What is your now? I would say this real quick. What is your definition of wrestling? Is it sports entertainment or is it pro wrestling, like pro wrestling back in the day?
The volleyball, the beach volleyball.
John,
Wrestling?
Craig Jacob is saying, I love watching beach volleyball. Those girls are extremely gifted.
Yeah, the one
Calm down.
they're wearing, yeah, they're extremely gifted.
Craig is going to vote for Australian football. Craig's Australian.
I'm so biased, though.
Yeah. Craig's one of our good guys. And Kiko is talking about boot knocking boogie. There you
Oh,
go.
come on.
You got to be
What's
the
going on over there?
Any
naked sport.
Oh boy.
Ronald, can you explain to my wife what boot knocking boogie is?
Oh, you know, after about 3-4 red horse, That's all I'm gonna say.
Like it.
That's the boot knocking.
Yeah, sex.
Why do you call boot knocking?
Because you're not
Well,
gonna
they can't say what they really want to say. It's
Um,
a joke entertainment.
hide and seek.
Jack votes for hide and seek.
Kickball.
Mermaid water polo from Dennis. All right.
Kickball
I can
back
go with that
in the
one.
You know what? Here's the funny thing about kids right now. They can't play dodgeball anymore. Now, you guys back in the day used to play dodgeball. Now they don't allow playing dodgeball anymore because they don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or
Yeah.
Hey, Dennis, if mermaids play water polo, do they ride seahorses
mermaid
or
water
do
polo.
they not have horses? I'm just so
Oh
curious.
boy,
I'm curious about your vision for that.
rugby.
Is that rugby? What is that? Oh, he's talking about Australian football being rugby. Hey, Greg, down under, would it be, consider that rugby?
Yeah, in the
No,
Philippines, they
No,
play
rugby is not. No, there's a difference between rugby and Australian rules football. There's a difference.
Leapfrogging?
Yeah.
Dennis,
Rugby and Australian rules football are totally different sports.
well, Dennis, I hate to tell you this, but to play American football, you have to have a leather ball too. It's called pigskin. Hello.
Mhm.
They can ride whatever they want when the mermaids are doing water polo. They can ride whatever they want. Okay, I'm just curious about your version of because I could visualize mermaids trying to play water polo.
Mhm.
Jack votes for Monopoly.
We're only asking football and all your sports you're telling here.
Well, because I had a follow-up question, which was the hardest, you had to be the most gifted. All right, here's our next statement, guys. Get ready for it. It's better to receive cash on a birthday than gifts. One if you agree, two if you disagree.
Cash.
Cash is king.
Did you say ass or cash?
Cash.
Cash.
Oh,
See, what are you thinking, man?
But I like your line of thought, though, Ronald. I like
it's hard to hear over here.
Yeah, cash you can use any way you want. If somebody tries to give you a gift and it's not the thing you want, that's why I say cash all day, every day. You buy what you want for your gift.
Yeah.
It depends on how much they give you.
Remember Craig, what Craig Parrish.
I mean, yeah, it's yeah, but
If you want a
Cash.
new iPhone and they give you $20, you ain't getting no iPhone.
well, yeah.
Henry likes cash. Craig likes gifts. Jack likes money.
I like
You
gifts.
need the reason why. Just a Canadian dollar.
Chico says as long as it's not Canadian dollars, that's
Or
different.
peso.
Or the Philippine peso.
I mean, ever since I was a little boy, whose birthday it was, I always try to find something to give them something. We didn't have money, so I made something for everybody's birthday.
Hey, guess what? Kiko is the answer.
Dennis, the gift is a human pleasure, then guess what? Yeah.
Guess what?
Yeah.
Kiko.
Aussie dollars even worse. And Kiko's throwing jabs tonight.
Mm-hmm.
There he is.
Jack says the yen.
Mm.
Man. Craig Pierce says, yes, Kiko, 66.8 yesterday. Oh, my God. You think it's better to get cash?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I would rather have cash. I would rather have cash.
Cash is king.
Yeah, because when they giving you gifts, you already have it. So what you gonna do?
Yeah, what you gonna do? Yeah.
But if I've been hitting for the last 364 days,
Yeah, but some people
what I'm asking.
yeah. That might be the case,
Gift
but
too, but it give you more freedom.
yeah, you say, hey, my
My birthday
birthday.
is next month.
You know what? Especially for birthdays, you just gotta say what you want. So, people,
for
People would
birthdays
say,
next
"What do you
month.
want for your birthday?" I said, "Cash." Perfect.
Lorelai's birthday is next month. She
Oh
is
my
telling you
goodness.
what she wants. She keeps saying cash is better.
Yes.
Maybe she tells you that her birthday's next month.
I will accept 6 cents to
Well,
start
six-
with.
6 cents.
As a bidding, 6 cents.
But I got
And
6 over 6. Can we get 7? Can we get 7 over there? 7. I got 7 over there.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, we already begged for a beach house in
yeah,
Florida.
the bidding started up in 6, 6, 7.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, Henry's birthday's right around the corner. It's Saturday.
No?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, his
Yeah,
birthday's
Chris Nuts.
Saturday.
Yeah, Chris
Yeah,
Nuts is still in here. It's his
Wouldn't it be nice
birthday.
when it goes backward?
So everybody wish Henry a happy birthday.
Who's
Yeah.
next?
Henry, happy birthday.
Henry.
Who's that? Thank you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Henry.
Happy birthday,
To
Henry.
you.
Mm.
Greg says, but Facebook pays in USD.
I want to be younger for my birthday. Well,
Greg Jacobs says, I want to be younger for my birthday.
yeah, but you know, when you're a kid, you want to be older. So you know, yeah.
I don't want to be anything.
I just
I just want the money, honey.
yes, it's better
Money,
receive
honey.
birthday gifts. Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
That's
Money.
what I like.
Cash don't take thought. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So hey, there you go.
Yeah, doofus.
That's what I like about it. You don't got to think. Just give me a couple $100. You know?
I know, but if you really care about the person, you want to do something nice,
No, give them money. Everybody
No.
wants.
I wouldn't do it.
Now, if it's like a friend of yours, and if you say, "Yeah, what do you want to get? Do you want cash or a TV or or a car?" I'll take the TV and the car. But yeah, more likely it'd be cash.
Henry would like to have a 6-pack of Red Horse for his birthday. The bad thing is he lives where there is no Red Horse.
Then
Mhm.
you have 6 days of the runs.
John is saying he's sexy years old.
Oh,
You
you're
know,
sexy. Or
he's
60.
trying to feel good about himself, but he
Uh-huh.
feels rusty. So he's kind of a rusty
I
sex.
feel rusty. Well, we all feel rusty.
Maybe the wife can oil you up. You
Oh,
know?
there you go.
I feel rusty with arthritis.
That Red Horse, man.
There
See,
you go,
now we
Henry.
get to, yeah, that used to be me back last year. My
Jack
drinking
will
choice was
drink for you.
Fireball. Mm-hmm.
Your birthday drink. Oh, your birthday gift. Jack will drink it for you.
Henry, you have my permission to put Jack in timeout for showing Red Horse when that's what you asked for your birthday.
Oh, you're really good.
You put him in timeout.
Yeah.
Keep the borders open and soon you will want to come here. Yeah, well.
No.
The problem with Canada is just too cold. It's a great country other than that. It's just too damn cold up there, man.
Yeah, I have a.
Oh, I'm gonna do that. Oh, Canada, no.
Yeah, I have a aunt there. I never been there.
Yeah, Lorelai has family up in Canada.
Oh man, that
She's a single old lady.
Hey, maybe she's right for dinner.
She's really old.
Well, Dennis is really old.
Yeah. She's on like 55. Never been married.
Well, that's not really old, you crappy girl.
For a lady, it's old. The man is not old for a man. But
Did you hear that, Ronald? He said 55
no,
old.
if it's a lady, if it's a man, it's not. The lady is in reach on 40. It's already old.
You're no longer my favorite.
no.
Man, I tell you what.
Right?
Yeah.
The girl isn't it get old than a man?
Man.
You know what? I would date a older woman, then you don't have to deal with all the BS and issues. I want an older, mature woman. I want a woman that take me on a cruise.
But what can you offer the woman that you want to take you on a cruise? You have to be.
My knowledge of what you need to do on a cruise, how you
They can internet that.
research,
They can do that on the internet.
what
They can
this
come here.
spot to go to.
Buy them a ticket and they can come.
That's it. There you go.
But you need to ask the vital statistic before you give them a ticket, okay?
Mhm.
Well, yeah. Hey, you know what? You like going to cruise. I like going to cruise. Yeah.
Kiko says, "You got floor space for me, Dennis?" You'll get over my story. Well, we're going to
I had that over in there. Yes, dating now. Henry says it's good. I have dated older women, and they are very, very fun. Yes, they don't have their kids are grown up or whatever. They older women. They like to have more fun. Yes, yeah, they like to have more fun. They're more free to do whatever they want to do.
Go to Dennis. There's a lot of wives there. You don't even have a spot of a room to sleep.
There's not enough space for us to lay on his floor.
Yeah.
With all
Oh, this
the
is my secretary. My secretary.
My
The
girlfriend,
other secretary.
my girlfriend's
Oh, my.
sister. So
They're all in vacation as of now.
Henry's dated older women. Dennis, Kiko, waterboarding will help with your snoring. That's right, Kiko. Oh, orgasms. Oh, my God. Older women or younger women?
Oh well.
Craig.
What's
Craig
up?
Jacob says most Asian women age very well.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes,
My
they do.
Kathy turns 30 on the 30th of this month. Well, happy birthday and congratulations early.
Birthday, happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday, Kathy.
You're almost there.
Mm-hmm.
My wife is
Oh, he
21.
is a really young one.
Well, yeah, he's young.
Man, I'm not too old for that 30.
Yeah.
He goes out to Greg P. What? What are you talking about? And then, of
Sorry.
course, good old Dennis. Sounds like a worm, Kiko. That's right. Let's see. I think.
All
All
right.
right. Here's our last statement for the night, guys. Here's our last statement. A British accent automatically makes you sound more attractive. Can
No.
you do a British accent?
Nope.
Can you do one? Cheerio. Cheerio. I ate Cheerios for breakfast today.
Oh, no.
Cheerio.
No.
You know, it makes me question how many teeth you got in your head.
No. British accents don't. No.
Yeah.
No one wants to try?
I like Asian women that accent. Yeah, I like Asian. I like women from South Korea. Obviously, Japanese women. Oh,
Wow, she's really looking for a prettiest girl in the world.
Yeah.
Asian women. You know what? And I hate to say it, American women is just too much pressure. They got issues.
Goodness. He
Asian
just wants
women,
to free of charge.
So cool.
you know what? If I find me an Asian woman, I know I'm gonna have some pretty kids. I'm just saying.
So Craig says,
They're gonna have pretty kids.
Oh,
Craig says his wife, she's upset about almost being out of calendar.
yeah. After when she's out of the calendar, she will forget that she's on past calendar a long time ago.
What the hell is
Yeah,
it?
but she already married, so
20, past 31, the calendar is 30.
yeah.
Like 30 years. Like 30 years. When they turn 31, 32, they're old.
Huh? I didn't
That
know
means
that.
you're off
Their
the calendar.
calendar.
Yeah.
He goes on fire, so he needs somebody to put him out.
Mm-hmm.
Jack,
Oh.
don't waste the red horse.
Henry is watching, Jack. Be nice.
Henry
They
Pitt,
think
they
they
want to
need
cut
a
a
shower
record.
and crooked teeth. Yeah. That's what I think of too, to be honest. You know, the British accent for women,
Or missing
you know,
teeth.
they need a shower and crooked teeth. Ronald, what do you think on that?
Well, it depends. Most accents are pretty sexy. Depend. I mean, it doesn't have to be British. People like Irish accents. People like Boston accents. They like them all.
Be careful, your Filipino wife will kick you.
They don't care. You don't tell that goggle, well, leave me alone.
Filipino don't have a sexy accent. We have a
Not all the women got accents sexy either. You try to hook up with some Vietnamese woman. God, Lord.
That is, I agree. That's one thing.
Oh
That
man.
accent is irritating. You know, I don't think it's about the accent. I think it's about how the mannerism in which they speak, the tone of the accent.
And some of the words they pronounce is so hard and rough. 小头，白小头。
That's right. It's like a screaming accent. I agree with
Just
you.
meal.
No,
Just meal.
she couldn't say it sexy.
That's the Spanish just meal. Like, oh my God.
Spanish, German, French, yeah, they can say it sexy.
Hugo likes the French. Ooh la la.
French. Oh la la.
Italian.
Italian. I like it when they speak to Jesus. They call out his name.
Speaking who?
You forget the life is good.
Oh, I missed John.
Said all I understand was ding dong.
Ding dong. Ding. No, these aren't ding dongs. I was going to show you a ding dong, but I don't have any. I have another brand.
Is it
One I won't let me show you.
OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Well, Dennis, I don't get the feeling that they're calling out Jesus' name when they're with you. So that's why they call your name, Dennis. John is wee wee. That's right. Dennis.
Oh my
yes,
goodness. They
yeah.
agree really well.
Oh, Jack likes
Correct.
Russian girls.
Oh.
Ah,
Oh, now he's out.
yeah. We're all being spied on at this point. Oh, we got it. Oh, that's a Chuck Berry reference from
We're
Kiko.
gonna ask Jack about his Russian accent.
Well, as soon as he comes back, but
Yeah,
Jack-
Jack Berry. Oh, there you go, Jack.
Jack,
What is their Russian accent?
My internet.
Huh?
Russian accent.
Your neighbor? Your Russian accent.
No. Do I look Russian?
Well, you type it. What
you
you
like
think?
Russians. I guess they're okay. I don't really understand it but
Ding-a-ling.
ding-a-ling,
Are these guys are drinking?
ding-a-ling. Isn't that a Christmas song? Ding-a-ling. But I don't know. I don't think a British accent really. Here now, Craig down in Australia. Don't get mad at me, but I really like watching Australian TV shows. But I can't stand how many times they say mate in a damn TV show. Do you need to say mate 500 times in a TV show? That's one thing that drives me crazy. But I like watching Australian TV shows.
Is that like their signature?
It's like mate. I'm like, okay, we get it. He's your friend. We know this.
How about America? They use F all the time.
Yeah, it's like friend,
FF.
FFF, like future friend forever,
Like middle finger.
like middle finger friends.
Uh-huh. That's what American movie is.
There you go.
Oh,
Then it's, yes, mate. Yep, mate. That's it, mate. That's it. Then
So
it's
what's in
mate.
the Canada? Because America using F word all the time.
Well, it's the same thing in Canada.
Yeah, but in the thing, they're using the mate. You
Jack,
using it.
Kiko's asking you. No, Jack. Maybe a slower accent. Why rush? Get it?
Yeah.
Russian, rush. Come on, that's funny. That's funny. What's this?
Predict
Very
move.
dinkum, mate.
Mate? What? I don't know what that word means.
Yeah,
You?
mate.
Does that mean
Man.
go?
Brendan come.
Craig, does that mean go knock boots with yourself? I don't know what that means.
Well, Google it.
Or have asexual reproduction with yourself, as we used to use in science. So,
Doorbell?
oh yeah, go get it. We got a delivery coming. You guys want to see what it is?
No, let me see. I don't know. Somebody just
Red
bought
horse?
something. Doesn't say no.
No delivery.
Coming tomorrow too.
There's no box.
Lorelai spying on the neighbors.
Okay.
Hey, get out of my yard!
And some Porsche pirates.
You're a good humor man, I am.
Mhm.
What? No. And Craig is saying that means no, like fair suck of this. See, man, I don't know what he's talking about. Ice cream. The humor man's like ice cream. No, if it's personal. I'm still having to put together what you mean, Greg. I'm still working on it. You got to give me more. Because I tell Lorelai all the time, you got to give me more words. Give me more words in the sentence.
Unquestionably good or genuine.
No, is that what it means?
Mm-hmm.
You Googled it?
Yeah. What?
Why don't they just say good name? Or good job or something versus that big long word?
Excellent. That's what I'm doing. Excellent, mate.
So long as Kiko is a good humor man. He likes ice cream. If it's not too not if it's a personal trust.
British.
So that's you Google that word and that's what that meant. Huh?
Yeah.
I wonder how they pronounce it. Your package from Fredericks of Hollywood. It's a lingerie store, right? Ronald knows that he.
Why you all know these things?
Ronald told me.
He begged me to tell him.
Ronald told me all about it. And, Ronald's the corruptor. Like,
What's he doing there?
oh, Craig says he got him. He's like, "Are you serious?" Okay, all right, I got it now. So he's like, I can't pronounce it.
Genuine, yeah, like
Yeah, are you serious, mate? I got you.
seriously? No.
Seriously, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Craig.
Freddie, come on.
See, American Graffiti was a great movie with a great car in it.
Like,
And
are you
Suzanne Summer?
serious?
Wakanda forever.
Are you serious?
Was Suzanne Summer in that? Was that who the blonde was?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he was on American Graffiti.
Are you serious?
What's the other chick? Z, the young girl.
I can't remember. Only person I know was Suzanne Summers, Ron Howard, and Harrison Ford.
Oh, I can't think of the girl.
I can't think of the girl. Yeah, one of those. Let me go ahead and that's why I love Google. Let's go ahead and Google it.
He pulling the RC on us.
Yep.
Are you serious?
Are you
American Graffiti.
Z, it keeps coming to the tip of my tongue, but then it vanished.
Hold on. Let's see.
I didn't
He
think-
knows his film.
So
I think it was Stocker Channing.
We'll find out real quick. American Graffiti. Ron Howard. Harrison. Dun, dun, dun.
So Jack, what are you doing? Are you going to do a live stream after this?
Which one? There are two of them. Cindy Williams, followed with Aaron Sherry,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and Candy Clark is the other blonde. Mackenzie Phillips
Yeah, I remember
was
her.
on there one day at a time. Wow.
I don't even know what's names.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Mackenzie.
And Wolfman Jack was on that one.
Yeah. She was the
Wow.
radio person.
Yeah.
I'll try
Wolfman.
to keep that on touch time. You got that right.
Kathleen Cleland.
I thought
Yeah, Suzanne Summer is one driving the white T-Bird.
Yes.
The T-Bird. Then, let's see. Kiko says a lot of catch time for the Z-Man. Henry says, yes, she was on driving the T-Bird, which is a fantastic looking car, by the way.
Yeah. You know what? I don't have American Graffiti. I don't have American Graffiti in my collection. I might have to get it now.
Where did it came from?
Dennis,
No, Z.
he lives in Texas.
I live in Texas.
Z is a relationship expert, a Canadian expert.
I thought you were a Canadian expert, Dennis.
Oh,
I'm
he is.
not a Canadian Canada. It's just too cold for me to be in Canada. No.
And then the other guys are driving roadsters, right? Wasn't that like a model? Man, I can't remember now. But that yellow one with the flames, and the old Ford Coupe in that movie.
Who needs to
He
get?
goes, that we should charge for his wealth of knowledge. Who needs Google? There you go.
Yeah, yeah.
Craig is popping his link. Right, Craig? Is that your link to your channel?
Go ahead and go ahead and do that too.
Check that out for us. All right, guys, we got about 5 minutes left in this live stream.
Yes, because coming up next is prime time. You don't want to miss that.
Yeah, Z. I was thinking about Stocker Channing. She was in Greece.
You forget. what
Yes, she was in Greece.
That's what I was thinking about, but it was
Yeah. I was the brunette one on Greece.
I
Greece-
love Hogan Heroes. I know nothing. Nothing.
I don't know nothing.
Oh, so
Now
that's a
that's
video.
the TV show. I didn't get into Hogan's Heroes a lot.
Craig wants
Oh,
us. He needs us to go check out his video. That's what that link is. So he wants everybody to go check that out.
Yeah,
Craig,
we
link on
yeah.
the- well, let's see.
Yeah, tonight in prime time we're gonna do our favorite video, our favorite movies, TV show, and music. So if y'all want to come by and hang out with me right after the show, I'm gonna do all nighter. I don't have nothing to do.
Okay, Craig, I'm going to show your video. You okay?
Oh, you do the fish tank.
Craig, I'm gonna show your video real quick.
I get fish tank too.
All right, let me get this set up so I can show his video.
It looks like my brother Willie.
Oh, he has a lot.
Yeah, he's a
What
breeder.
kind of fish? What kind of fish is this, Greg?
All right, Craig, let me see if I can. Maybe I don't got the volume up. Here you go, Craig.
Oh,
I got a-
Walmart. Yeah,
Craig.
he worked at Walmart, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome back to
Hey, what happened? Here you go, Craig.
No, you got to go back.
Here we go, guys. This is Mama.
There you go.
You can see
Oh, it's snails.
Oh, I thought it was a fish tank. I was thinking, oh, okay.
a week or two old.
Oh, he has a salt water fish.
I don't know how many, 20
Great
baby
breeds
has now,
fish.
'cause there's like another 6 or 8 cribs apart from this pair that
All right, let me see. 3 minutes to go.
hard to see. They've got them all hiding.
Yes.
Quite a bit.
Just send out the invites.
Good.
I'll make it
I
now.
told you, it looks like my brother Willie.
Heads up there. Some
We'll go ahead and
the others.
while they're doing that, watch it.
And here,
It's about the loudest I can make it, Craig.
Oh, you see, they have all this.
yeah, you can see.
We have one of
I don't know
these.
how old
Oh, they have a lot.
3 months old.
See, there's a lot of babies of the
Wow. Is that a
And
Bacon.
algae
you
eater?
can see on
What do you
the
call
leaves
that?
there.
Algae
Another
eater.
batch, yeah.
Oh man, there was a word I forgot. Know what you're talking about? Oh, what's the name of that?
Hard to see. They're all over the place.
Oh,
that's
that's
big.
what it's called. Jack, what do you call an algae eater?
Or something.
Bacon.
So that's good.
Picostomos
Catfish coming
A
through.
classimus.
or
Got
Peco
this
or Peco.
male in here and this male in here. So hopefully
I have that one.
hump
Like
them
this,
out.
like
So I'm
You gotta
thinking
do this
there's
for
2
feeding.
batches in there. You know, on the leaves.
not so
and
big.
stuff. Hard to see.
Oh, there's one on the glass.
yeah. David, buy me that tiny one. I know
All
it's
right, here we go.
Good night, Henry.
Mhm. Well, all right, guys, I gotta head on out of here. I gotta get ready
Good.
for prime time.
All right.
Thank you guys for letting me in.
Good night, Z.
All right,
I'll
see you.
tell you all to you guys
All right.
next
Good
week.
night, Henry. Happy birthday.
And another one.
Yeah, happy birthday, everybody. Kuzma, thank you. Happy birthday.
So,
See you, Z. Be
See you
careful.
later.
thanks very much. Just a quick one.
Scavenger
Be
fish.
happy. I
Well,
was
they
gonna
are
take the
scavengers.
cribs
They-
up
You gotta
and
call
there's
janitor
babies in
fish
there
or
and
algae
2
eater.
batches of
Yeah.
catfish.
So that
No
is
chance of
fresh
catching
water.
ones. You see them on the leaves, the really small ones there. Though. You mainly see the shadows and the movement, but so that's good. Maybe 50 more plus more catfish in there. You never know.
Oh, look at that.
So yeah,
Flowers.
thanks for watching. If you enjoy my content,
Oh.
consider
That's a bunch of little
subscribing and,
babies in there.
So they eat the
Yeah,
leaves, huh?
always good.
Eat the algae.
New babies, nice.
No,
the
babies.
li-
why the leaves are rotten?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
algae is eating them
Catch
up,
you
I
next
guess.
time. Bye bye.
Yay! We got to watch Greg's video.
I like the rancho fish. Oh, they're all gone. Bye.
Yep, time to go, everybody. All right,
Well,
guys.
they all gone. Look at that. Ain't that? Look at that. I look like a professor now.
Yeah, that what year was that?
1930.
That was 1987.
What?
No, I'm joking. That was
Yeah.
77.
70. That's more believable.
That ain't even me. That's my uncle.
You closer?
No, I'm looking for. Hang
See
on.
you, Lorelai. See you, David.
All right, take care.
Ciao. Oh, now you're gonna eat snacks when I'm leaving. That's
Well,
Make you hungry here.
That's right.
that's messed up.
Copy link.
Thanks. Bye. All the cheers.
Kiko, if you're still there, here's his link. So
Thanks. Bye. All cheers. Scared them all away.
that's it. All right, guys. We'll see you next Thursday. Remember, I don't know. Remember something.
Remember, check my video.
Check your video. You have a video?
Yeah, in my blog. I have fish too.
You got fish too?
Yeah, that's why believe it or not, I have my fish tank. More than a year now, it's still alive. David buy a tiny fish. I said like, well, my husband is so cheap. So he gave me like a used tank thinking that I can't raise. And guess what? They're so big now, right?
We did good.
Yeah, the Pecco that I bought, that one that he has on the video earlier, that size, they're really tiny, and now it's huge. Yeah, I have those. I will take a video too.
All right, guys. Greg, appreciate you, my friend. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for watching.